Robot go now. That'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
And we have a GPS on
it. And also we know exactly where you are. Because we have GPS.
Put the adult toy down. Drop the super glue.
I just had a visual pop into my head, so I just need a second.
Just drop it.
Deleted. Okay, cool. All right, we're in good shape.
They don't sell them in a lot of places, but they Menards is like the only place that sells them. I might have to go down to it's a 96.
Right down the middle. Couldn't have been a better shot.
It's just such a fun giant hole.
I was thinking of my band in high school. It was a Courtney Love tribute band. Half of which incredibly confused. Not one, not two, but 3 hours of morning radio show that plays games.
I don't think I agreed to that.
We thought we'd try something new.
Yeah, it's brand new. Mike, you didn't see that in your contract, writer?
Was it in crayon?
Yes, definitely. Magenta.
Oh. I should look at that closely then.
I had my son fill it out, so it may not be super legible.
Oh, God, that's fair. Totally fair.
Dear Uncle Mike, 3 hours of radio show daily.
Dear Uncle Look.
Today is National Superhero Day as well.
Got my shirt on.
Wait, that's Indiana Jones. That's not a superhero theme.
Oh, hold up. When I do this, look at this. This is great. I wonder if that's why that one's there. That's so good.
Have you seen those TikToks where
maybe where you take it and you go, this belongs in a museum? And
yeah, who knew that Indiana Jones was actually a villain who was just committing theft.
He breaks into one museum and steals something. They're like, you can't take that. And he goes, this belongs in a museum. It's in a museum. Get out of here.
Do you know where you are?
Sure.
So if this trend continues, maybe we need to get, just like we have a mispronunciation counter, maybe we should get a Mets hit by pitch counter.
I mean, honestly, Buck Showalter was like, this is just getting ridiculous. And it is. It's getting really ridiculous. Stop it. Stop it. Rob Manfred, do something. Stop being a little butt. Stop being a double money hole. I hate him.
I think Bear found the bleep button.
It's those long nails.
And this is your gaming morning show, Morning Gaming News.
Look at that hat. Oh yeah, that thing is beautiful.
Does the blue match? Blue looks pretty good on the blue.
Yeah, I think it's a good fit. So
good.
Maybe I'll just gift you that hat.
But you need it.
You can wear it all the time.
But it's yours. It's molded to your head.
It's definitely molded.
Gross.
Gaming Morning Show.
Tell your friends, tell your mom, Gaming Morning Show is on.
Wait,
Austin, your mom is here?
No.
Why did I look over where Bob is?
Austin, your mom is here?
Is she over there?
I sure hope not.
Is she in the box?
Whoa.
I haven't seen her in like 2 days.
Get out of here, Beelin. I just got the new marble tile installed and you'll mess up the grout. Besides, like our friend Oh Guitar Boy said,
Sorry, KK.
it's time for the clinically acclaimed Gaming Morning Show. Or should I say, award-winning.
And we have a clip of the year, friends. It is the Lost City of D live.
Glad we won.
Woo! Burp, burp, burp.
Kiki Lowe is in search of something.
I need a D that works.
There's the D. Searching in the universe because the D is currently broken.
Gaming Morning Show won clip of the year.
Oh my gosh.
But don't you dare expect to put that Chris Emye Memorial Clip of the Year trophy in this
I
box.
probably should have prepared something more special.
I'm getting the walls repainted soon. Now where to put the chandelier or the bearskin rug? Oh, and the piano, can't forget that.
Maybe there is somebody in the world that can help her. Maybe somebody who sings a song.
6 to 9 a.m. Pacific. If you wanna get specific, I couldn't imagine any other place to go than to start the day with the Gaming Morning Show.
Morning! Gamer, welcome in. It's Gaming Morning Show. It is the Friday edition, May 6, 2022, and you can find us on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. It's the final day of Pomade Week. I think each progression of the pomade that you've given me has made my hair more voluminous.
It's true. I mean, look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
What'd you think my hair is complete? Wow. This is something else that I'm wearing here.
We apparently went Disney themed. You're Little Mermaid and I'm Newsies.
Is that a Disney thing?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I knew that. Yeah, everyone knows that. I spent more time this week using my finger to put my bangs out of my hair than any other time in my life. Not an exaggeration. Wow. It looks pretty good on camera, though.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
I think that is your best hat you've busted out this week, though. That's a good looking
Thanks.
head top there.
Thanks. I'm excited to deliver newspapers right after the show.
Although we already have I am Chaff Downs and Scott Chick in the chat this morning. It says Dick Van Dyke from Mary Poppins.
That's a good one too.
Was it a Cockney accent, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Do you got one?
No.
Can
Not gonna
you at
do
least
it.
give
Too much pressure.
Could you give me a chim chimney?
Chim chim chiroo.
Toppins. I think the hardest thing for me to still get my head around is I wore green on Wednesday, and I had that like purplish pink one on Tuesday, and then with this one too, my beard, the combination just it's very interesting to me. Yeah.
This one's less Dave Grohl, that's for sure.
It's true. It's very bright. And Scott Chick says, Your hair is blending in with the background. It's just the lighting. It's just so if you make me laugh extremely loudly today, the whole thing will just, my face will just be gone because my hair will no longer stand out either. So, it is good to see everyone. Thank you for being here. Your pomade also gave me an incredibly severe cold.
Oh yeah, it does that.
Oh, is that a side effect?
Normal side effect.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ask your doctor if pomade is right for you. Oh, man, I'm trying my best. I think the voice will hold out. I haven't been losing my voice actually since Wednesday. So the worst my voice was Wednesday before our show. I was really struggling, so I was surprised I held on. But yesterday, I'm becoming a night person. My conversion is almost complete. You know how I usually go to bed at 8:30 and then wake up at like 4 something?
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, we got the show on the air. We played a rerun on Twitch. We informed people to check out Banjo-Kazooie on YouTube, which we still encourage you to do, of course. And then I went back to bed at 6 o'clock. I woke up for about 15 minutes in the 10 o'clock hour and then slept till 2. So I slept from 6 o'clock to 2 o'clock and then couldn't sleep again. And so I was up until like midnight, basically.
Do you at least get to watch a very upsetting hockey game?
No, there was no hockey on last night. I was surprised. At least the Flames didn't play hockey. Am I right?
Right.
Honestly, they were fine. There a lot of just like, you know, we led in shots on goal. We'll get to sports at 7:50 this morning. We led in shots on goal. It just didn't seem like the quality of the shots was there.
Yeah, it was kind of hit or miss, and the pressure was there. Just like in game one, they were aggressive. It just they couldn't finish it.
You'll not believe how long it's been since apparently the Flames have won a game 2 in the playoffs. That's the thing that I couldn't take away.
I saw that stat.
Yeah, we'll have that coming up at 7:50. I think Theo should be here for the final 2 hours, so we'll tell you if that's going to be the case. K-Laugh is here this morning, so is Drew Mega. Good morning. I see we have new hosts, a 1920s newspaper boy and Cinderella on testosterone. I think the best, Drew Mega got yours spot on, apparently. I think my goal was to try to be, the knockoff version of Kiki Lowe's romance.
It's pretty good.
Is it? Okay, I'll take your word for it. I try to roll my R's as much as I can. I think I just chose to get louder there as opposed to actually finish the rolling of the R's.
It was more of a growl.
Yeah. More guttural. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Coming up, we will have a story for you. This is what Maiko would have been tracking at this hour had Mike been here. It involves a lost puppy, and it turns out that it was actually not like a domesticated puppy. So we have that story coming up for you. Also, the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News coming up in 10 minutes from now. That's on the way at 6:50. Well, birthdays this day in gaming history. Somebody who I didn't know was alive has a birthday today. Also, somebody from our audience has a birthday today. So we'll share that with you coming up at 6:50.
Those aren't the same person, right?
No. Well, no, they're not the same person. Thank goodness.
That's good.
I'm happy our audience member, I was confident, was still with us. So, it's National Beverage Day. Of course, we love coffee, and if you have coffee recommendations, please let us know. Sean has a great idea, so we're going to build this out in the near future with Fulfillment, which is having a Google Maps pin drop situation where you can put in your coffee recommendations. So we'll do that. Today is also National Not a Pancake Suzette Day.
Suzette.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've ever had Not a Pancake Suzette, but I hear it's delicious.
Does it become even less of a pancake as a Suzette? Well, I'm not familiar with Suzette.
I am your pancake expert.
I don't know how that works. Oh no, it becomes less of a not a pancake when it's not a pancake Suze. You know, when Suzette gets shortened to Suze.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
A crepe is not a pancake.
It's National Nurses Day, so thank you to all the nurses who take care of everybody. My kid was watching a show on Nickelodeon or something, and they did a walk through a children's museum, and they had a jobs section, and they had a nurses station for things that I think too often get associated with doctors, and I love the fact that they highlighted nurses in that particular spot because there's so much that nurses do I don't think they get credit for all the time.
For sure.
Today is also, and I wish Mike was here, because today is National Space Day.
In space. Space. Space.
So, I guess you'll have to wait to have Mike show you his Uranus. Love. I didn't like the way that one left the mouth. I would like it back, please. Gross. It's School Lunch Hero Day, International No Diet Day, and Kate Zaid Memorial National No Pants Day. So congratulations to Kate Zaid for finally getting that day of the day that Kate's been looking for.
To quote Kate Zaid, Stardew Valley sucks all the time.
So there's your days of the day, including today's topic of the day. You ready for this? International Tuba Day. So what do you think is the coolest instrument? I think the tuba is awesome. I would never want to play it. It looks gigantic and heavy.
Yeah, the tuba's pretty cool. It definitely, you have to be committed to play the tuba because it's a big instrument. Lugging that home every day. Always getting boring parts. It's a lot of work.
You trombone elitist, you.
No, it's true. Especially until you get to the point where the music is difficult enough that they can vary it. The tuba is just a lot of oh, 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 oh. Boring.
What is a dramatic?
It eventually gets cool.
What's a dramatic tuba song? Dude, you know one off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head, no, but there's some pretty fabulous tuba like solos out there. You can just search on YouTube for like tuba solo. There's some good ones. It could be a surprisingly beautiful instrument despite being so low.
So chat, we're asking, what is your favorite instrument? We'll get ours here in just a second. Also, the Kentucky Derby is this weekend, so we'll talk more about that in sports, but interested, do you like horse racing? Is that something that you check out every year? Also, Taylor Swift, there's a whole lot of music out. Like on Twitter this morning, I was looking and everything trending, like Bad Bunny has new music out and stuff, but Taylor Swift put out This Love, Taylor's version, as Taylor Swift continues to try to like re-record the catalog of her songs. So that's coming up. We'll talk more about that. True Mega says, the red hair really suits you, Ryan. Also, I suddenly have a craving for Baconator from Wendy's. I can't exactly figure out why. I think that's the more appropriate red hair comparison for me. I don't think I could pull off Little Mermaid, but I could definitely be Wendy's.
Yeah, maybe we should get a burger in celebration.
I'll just take a Frosty, please. That'd be great. Although I'll admit, like I've seen like their breakfast ads, and the breakfast at Wendy's does not seem terribly appealing to me.
Me neither, and I've never had it, so I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's the pictures. Yeah, nothing. And listen, I eat McDonald's. Okay, McDonald's breakfast is delicious and probably absolutely not good for you in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, the Wendy's stuff just doesn't look good. If I can find you a Baconator, I definitely will do that for you. So, Scott Chick also says my R is apparently showing signs of improvement. So, romance. Maybe I'll help you find love today, or a Baconator. I guess both. Yeah, as I say, I guess love could be a hamburger after all. Papa Pazas here says, let's go horse racing, and says the coolest instrument is a saxophone. So that was actually going to be my answer, and I was trying not to be biased because I used to play the saxophone. But that baritone saxophone looks pretty awesome. So does the tenor with the little curved neck. So I'm a big fan of the saxophone.
Yeah, tenor saxophone's my favorite saxophone for sure.
You had the little like lanyard thing that you wore over your neck to keep it close to your body, and you could do like the side to side like jamming, which I think a lot of instruments can do, but for some reason I think the saxophone looks the coolest doing it. So Papa Pod says, I love me a good tenor sax. Yeah. Do saxophones? I guess Careless Whisper is a big. As I say, like we were talking about the tuba not getting featured. Saxophones don't get featured that much, but I think I say that and I'm like, wait a second, that's not true.
Yeah, saxophones are. They get their love for sure.
Careless Whisper is a good song.
They have a pretty good repertoire in like classical music, but it's definitely not your not as traditional of a like classical instrument. If you think about like symphonies, they infrequently have like a saxophone section. There are occasionally songs with saxophones, but like your more classic symphonies don't have saxophone, so they don't get as much love. But if you get into like the jazz world, saxophone gets a lot of love, and is probably the best, in my opinion, the best instrument for like small groups. Like if you're looking at like jazz trios, jazz quartets, where you have a rhythm section and then like an instrument. Saxophone's the most versatile for something like that. So you see a lot of jazz small combos with saxophone.
Love it. Is it usually one particular kind of saxophone?
I think tenor's probably the most, for that situation, tenor's probably the most common, but you definitely see a lot of alto as well.
Because I never played the soprano. I don't think I've even actually seen a soprano like in the wild. Other than, isn't that like what Kenny G plays a lot of?
Yeah, he plays a lot of soprano.
Because it looks like a glorified clarinet.
Yeah. Sounds a little different, but very, very similar to a clarinet.
Yeah. Papa Paz says, I used to play it back in high school when sports took... Man, you and I had the same path in that regard, because I got out of the saxophone business when... we were at a basketball tournament. My band director told me everyone who was at the basketball tournament was there to see our pep band. And I politely disagreed. I was like, I don't think this is my role anymore. Because I was really there to watch the basketball games. So I got out. But I played all of them except the soprano. I played the alto, the tenor, and then I wanted the baritone because no one else was playing it. It was gigantic. So I was like, yes. Plus I wanted to work my triceps, as we talked about with the tuba. Lug the baritone saxophone around. I'll put on some good muscle. Not tuba muscle, but you know, still not bad. Not a walk in the park, you know what I mean?
I had two. I have, and also had, two trombones. One is a larger trombone. It's actually like a larger bore, so it has a like lower sound, and it has a trigger, and extra tubing associated with the trigger. That's my like classical trombone, right? And then I have a smaller one that's lighter and like brighter pitched that was used for jazz, but also marching band. When I was at USC, someone behind me on the drum line was out of position, and I did a quick turn and smashed the side of my marching trombone into a snare drum. And for a month had to march with like my big classical trombone. My like delts and biceps were ripped after that month, at least on the left side.
Was the snare drum okay?
Yeah, they were fine. Big metal tube.
You should have saw the other guy. Oh,
sad.
You didn't hit the person though, right? Just the instrument?
No, the actual drum. Yeah. Dented my slide, had a dent and wouldn't slide anymore.
See, of course, I imagined only this scenario where you have your trombone slide and then you dented it, but it goes. Poof. It's like now you have like an L shape. That's good. That's good. Hey, it's 6:25 West Coast time. It's 9:25 out east and 2:25 for those watching GMS in the UK. Scott Chicks here says, I said to a colleague it's no pants day. He appears rather tickled, yet open to the idea. What's rather tickled mean? I'm confused on that one. It sounds like it's both an exciting and open idea as opposed to like any hesitation whatsoever. Also, while my father was around the other day, he said something, father-in-law, said something in the UK, and I immediately went, doo-doo-doo. I think he now thinks I may not be quite right in the head. Oh, and Scott Chick had to leave, too. Oh, well, thank you for being here and adding those anecdotes. Papa Paz says it was too time-consuming. It was play basketball or play sax. I knew I was good at one of them. Grew up playing cornet, but I think the coolest instrument is a harp guitar. I need a second.
Are you looking up harp guitar?
No. Everyone knows what that is. Oh, that's cool. The picture of the harp guitar that I already knew what it looked like. What's the point?
It's awesome. Well, you can play it like a guitar, but then you get bonus harp strings.
I like how there's a YouTube video with the title, "This is a harp guitar," and it sounds incredible. Nice.
They do sound pretty cool.
Good call, K-Laf. Bring back the keytar. Yeah, the keytar was underrated, too. That was an 80s staple as well.
I'd play the heck out of a keytar. That'd be fun.
Have you tried it?
No.
You have your little MIDI board. I wonder if you could combine that and your guitar.
I got duct tape.
Yeah. Look at my keytar. Everyone's like sports.gaming. I don't think that's what you think it is. I had an eye itch. You want to know why?
Is it because of your gorgeous red box?
I'll take a chocolate frosty and some fries. Not to be combined, because that's gross. So that's basically fry sauce. Let's get the news. Here's hashtag video game expert Sean.
Good morning. It is Friday, May 6th, 2022, and this is your gaming morning show, Morning Gaming News. This is the news hat.
You need like the little press thing. Can you please do
tighter.
This in like a 1920s news accent, which for some reason sounds like a mobster? So like, see here.
Mobsters do lots of news in the 20s. Anyways, our first story, Summer Game Fest has been confirmed for June 9th. This is from Marcus Stewart of Game Informer. Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest has got a date. It's June 9th. And you can watch it in IMAX. And that's pretty cool. This is going to start... There's a time in here somewhere. There it is. June 9th at 11 a.m. Pacific Time, 2 p.m. Eastern, has a live kickoff show. It's going to be a cross-industry showcase with announcements, reveals, and more. This is the closest that we're going to get this spring, summer for E3 level announcements. There should be a lot of cool stuff here, so it's worth watching. And it can be watched live in IMAX theaters. So tickets go on sale sometime next week. A new partnership between Keighley, the Game Awards. A new partnership extends Keighley's The Game Awards to IMAX as well. So you can watch Summer Game Fest this summer in IMAX theaters, and then this December watch the Game Awards in IMAX theaters as well. It's pretty cool.
Have you seen many movies in IMAX?
No. I've seen lots of IMAX things, but it was always like at a science museum, and you go watch like The Wonderful World of the Ocean in IMAX. I haven't seen many like actual movies in IMAX.
You know, I don't think it's out anymore, but the Batman was on an IMAX theater in Portland, Oregon. That would have been something we could have tried. I watched Fantasia in IMAX, though. That was trippy as all get out.
That's cool. Yeah. I'd be down to see a movie in IMAX. I don't know if I'd watch Summer Game Fest in IMAX. That seems more of a watch that at home while I'm doing a million things and then tweet about all the cool announcements.
Yeah.
Next news story, Fortnite will be once again on iPhones, thanks to Xbox Cloud Gaming. This is from Austin Goslin of Polygon. This is the second browser-based Fortnite alternative for mobile players. But theoretically, this should get it back on iPhones, I guess, for anyone that wants to play Fortnite on the go. Microsoft is bringing Fortnite back to mobile devices. On Thursday, Microsoft announced a new partnership with Epic Games that will make Fortnite playable through Xbox Cloud Gaming and free on all supported browsers and enabled devices. Among the devices that are compatible with Fortnite are a variety of Android and iOS devices, including iPhones and iPads.
I tried Call of Duty on mobile. I never did try Fortnite. I still haven't seen Apex Legends on mobile. I think that's what I was really waiting for. But until I have like the backbone thing, or I constantly am carrying around a controller, I just don't think it's for me because I have other options. Yeah. I think I would rather play Fortnite like on Switch or something like that at this point.
Yeah, I'd be down for Fortnite on Switch. I'm just not much of a mobile gamer these days. Even things that are like inherently designed for mobile games, like I just don't do a lot of gaming on my phone anymore.
And the problem is on Instagram, all my ads are those games where you have like decisions to make, like gates to choose, and like if you go through this gate it's +8, and if you go through this gate it's ×6, and you're supposed to like decide which one's all those games look intriguing to me, but I know the moment I download it I will play it for 46 minutes. It's a very specific number, which makes it sound like I've tested this theory, but I haven't. I just know that it won't be very long.
Yeah, it's just there's too much on mobile devices that just seems like what's the right word I'm looking for? Garbage, intended just to like hook you to give you ads. Like it's like the dark side of gaming. I don't like it. And obviously there's lots of good stuff in terms of mobile games as well, but it's just nothing that's drawn me in. A lot of the stuff that seems neat in terms of mobile games is also available on other platforms, and I'd rather play it there.
Yeah, and that's where we've talked about this a lot. We have other options, so mobile's not like a mobile first type thing. I'm glad they exist for folks who only have a choice to play mobile. So I like that.
No game I do play on mobile though. Wordle. That's my mobile game. And our last news story of the day, the Call of Duty Endowment has celebrated helping 100,000 veterans with the re-release of the Defender Pack for Call of Duty Warzone. This is probably my favorite thing that comes up within the world of Call of Duty whenever we have a chance to talk about the Call of Duty Endowment. The pack that they re-released here is the Core Defender Pack for Call of Duty Warzone. It's as Call of Duty packs are, it's a bunch of like weapon blueprints and weapon camos and a watch and a bunch of stickers and sprays and that kind of stuff. But the Defender Pack, 100% of the net proceeds from the sales of the item bundle will go towards the Call of Duty Endowment, when they're re-releasing it with a goal of raising $2 million. So if you're still playing Call of Duty Warzone, go pick up the Defender Pack and add to the collections there. Very cool. And always last but not least, we finish off today's Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News with the world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today. We need to talk about out today. We got some out today issues.
Uh-oh.
So behind the scenes, out today has been routine for the entire length of our show, thanks to a fellow named Zach Zweisen of Kotaku. Because every Sunday evening, Monday morning, he would put out a piece that was called The Week in Games, and it laid out all of the release dates for all of the different platforms. And that's where we got Out Today from. That's in fact why I started doing Out Today. I was, oh, hey, this is handy. I'll read the releases every day. This is great. There was a period of time where he was sick. This was last summer sometime. He was sick and no longer did it, and that made it more difficult. But then he came back and it was fine. He was just away for like a week or two. And since then, there have been times where maybe it's not up in time for our show. So there's another site that I've used called Video Games Blogger, and they've done new video game releases in week blank, and then same thing, had all the release dates for the week. Well, Zach Zweisen hasn't done his for a few weeks on Kotaku, and now Video Game Blogger hasn't done theirs this week. Out Today is getting more and more difficult because I don't have that list. And you can find easy lists of like all the releases from May 2022. That's like the major releases. But that's only like a dozen a month. It's missing all those little fun games that come out on PC and Wii U and stuff like that. So for today, I have a list of the games that theoretically come out today in Steam, which may or may not come out in other platforms. I also found a couple games that are coming out on PlayStation systems. So this list isn't as exhaustive as it may be, and I'll have to kind of sit down this weekend and decide what I'm going to do with Out Today. Do I want to have to peruse the Switch store, the PlayStation store, the Xbox store, Steam to find Out Today? I don't know. We'll see. Out Today's future is in jeopardy.
Dun, dun, dun.
Anyways, here's the list. We have Hoverbike Escape out on PC, maybe others, but mostly PC. Deep Space Outpost out on PC. Hex Factory out on PC. Alchemist out on PC. Bloom, which is spelled B-L-U-E-M, Bloom out on PC. Orbital Mechanics out on PC. Sunline out on PC. Funda out on PC. Donut Break 2 out on PlayStation 4. Pizza Run out on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. And Taco Run out on PlayStation 4. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your favorite segment within a segment within a segment, today's name of the morning goes to Fix Me Up Hospital Edition out on PC.
Fix me up before you go. Honestly, I was more disappointed. What did PS5 or PS4 do to not get pizza?
Yeah, well, the PS5 got Pizza Run, but not Taco Run.
Yeah. So PS5 rather gets no pizza, which is sad. You deserve better, PlayStation 4. So that basically was a breaking news announcement that Sports.Gaming will now publish an Out Today list every single day. And you can find it on our website, gamingmorningshow.tv. That's fantastic. What great things you're doing for us. I appreciate it.
Go to gms.watch and click on where to find GMS.
You can go there, like Bob just said, and get the Out Today list. So
I did reach out to Zach and Kotaku on Twitter and asked, is the weekend games dead? And I haven't gotten a response. So if you go on Twitter and send them a message or retweet my question, if they just came back and they were like, yeah, we're not doing it anymore, I'm gonna reach out to Zach and be like, what resources did you use to do it? And I'll just make it myself.
maybe Gaming Morning Show can sponsor the Kotaku section of This Week in Games.
We need it.
Okay, send me an email, and I'll forward that to my contacts. Because we put your
contacts?
No, we put a tracker on Zach, so we know, kind of like a public investigator, private investigator. Did I just say public investigator? I'm going to track this person. I know. We all know you're a public investigator.
You put out a press release.
Oh my gosh. Good morning, Element of One. Thank you for being here. We are a morning radio show that plays games Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, and YouTube. You can also find us at gamingmorningshow.tv. Today's topic of the day, it's International Tuba Day. What is the coolest instrument, in your opinion? Some have said the saxophone this morning, which has been good. Downs wants to know, though, You're wearing the hat on the left side of your screen. It said that's the newspaper hat, and then you switch to the news hat. So Downs goes, why is this the news hat? The last hat was a news hat too.
This is delivering newspapers. That's making the news. Yeah, I was reporting. That's the reporter's hat. I'm just a lowly delivery man.
They're clearly different.
Very
Clearly.
different. Just wait till you see what happens in the next hour.
No. Kalaf adds, it was really an old man moment when I first saw friends pull out their phones in a bar for a quick round of Fortnite. Yeah. I have not seen that happen yet, but I have seen more frequent phone use in the bars when I've gone. Everyone, let's get together, and then we'll hang out at the bar and mess around on our phone. Maiko's out today, so we're going to at this hour without him. Here's what Maiko would have tracked. This according to Ben Hooper of UPI. It's a lost puppy story. Anytime we have a chance to talk about lost puppies, we're going to do so. This particular lost puppy has been found, but it had a twist. Let me enlighten you. Apparently, animal rescuers in Massachusetts said a family who rescued a quote-unquote lost puppy found on a busy road was shocked to learn the animal was actually just a baby coyote. You know, it's your everyday picking up of a baby coyote. A wildlife center at Cape Cod on a Facebook post said that the family spotted the small canine wandering along the side of a busy road, and the family looked at the animal and was like, we gotta help. Took it to an animal home, and that's where they found out, quote, they mistakenly identified him as a lost puppy. Family members soon started to suspect the puppy was actually a wild animal and contacted the wildlife center, which confirmed that in fact was an eastern coyote pup. The wildlife center said the pup tested negative for rabies and will now be raised alongside another orphan coyote pup until the animals are old enough to be safely released back into the wild. Aww, look at the pup!
He's so cute.
Come on over, buddy. Aww.
He's a cutie.
I don't care if it's a wild coyote. I want to raise it. They were scavenging for a lost puppy and found that. Get it? Because coyotes are scavengers. Oh, you tried. You tried your hardest. Downs goes, adequate explanation and is satisfied. You get 4 stars.
Perfect.
I don't know who's handing out stars or what they're good for, but you get 4 of them. Coming up in about 40 minutes from now, we're going to talk to Rolly Hernandez. Hernandez is a producer for a program on OPB, which is Oregon Public Broadcasting. And that is Think Out Loud. That's the program. And I don't know if you recall during an Out Today, or maybe you've seen other people play it. I've seen Wallstormer play it on IntelliGames channel. It's a game called Lake, and it's where you're a 1980s post USPS delivery person, and the game is very chill, but it's set in Oregon. It's set in a small Oregon town. Since we're based in Oregon, I figured we'd bring it up, and it's a conversation around like the Pacific Northwest and like the heavily forested area being used as like a different type of backdrop in this game. Usually games like Days Gone have used the Pacific Northwest as like a mystery or a tension type setting, right? And this game is more about basic just peacefulness and meandering. So yeah, we'll talk about that coming up at 7:25.
Yeah, the trailer for Lake had caught my eye, and it looked like a game I'd enjoy playing. I didn't realize it was set in Oregon. That's even cooler.
Yeah, it's based in 1986. It's something Oaks, Oregon. It's a fictional town. It kind of looks like the northeast of Oregon. Like, it reminded me a little of like a that lake up in the northeast corner of the state. I think it's Wallala or something like that. Wallalo. You can tell I've lived here all my life. Wink. So yeah, we'll have that coming up. Also, Taylor Swift has put out a new album, or new song, excuse me, the Taylor's version of This Love.
Nice. What are your thoughts on Taylor Swift music?
I haven't really disliked any Taylor Swift music. I have fond memories for. Well, now I can't remember what it's called. Ned Player's gonna play. Shake It Off. Because when I was like when that song came out, my kid was super young, my first kid, and so she sang a lot of Shake It Off, mostly because it was very repetitive, and so she liked the lyrics. But we got her a karaoke machine about that time, like we had found on. I think we found it like a thrift store. We found like this cool, really like cheap karaoke machine, and so we gave it to her for Christmas, and she busted out that as like her jam of choice. And so I have these cool videos of her singing it. So I think that's probably my fondest memory of Taylor Swift music. But other than that, like I neither like or dislike Taylor Swift music. It's just fine for me. And that's where I was going to bring up. Like I said, on Twitter today, trending was Bad Bunny and, gosh, what is his name? Jake or John Harlow or something like that? Does that ring a bell?
No.
Okay. So the reason that I didn't was exactly that reason, is I don't really know much Bad Bunny music, nor whoever that other person is, Harlow. In fact, this morning I was scrolling through Instagram Reels and ran across this same person, this Harlow person, before the Kids' Choice Awards or whatever that Nickelodeon does, where people get slimed, and that was the question was, hey, are you gonna get slimed? And he said, no, I'll get out of the way before I get slimed. I'll see it coming. And sure enough, did not see it coming and got very much slimed. So, but I thought this person was an actor more than anything. I didn't realize they were a musician.
Nice.
It was news to me. So, with your hat on, that made me even laugh.
Newsies to me.
Yep, newsies to me. But I do think it's great that Taylor's re-recording all the stuff to make like the catalog complete, because it sounds like she kind of got a bad deal with the way that her master recordings were purchased. So, which I honestly never knew was a thing. I didn't know you could own like master recordings to the point where like the artist didn't have them. So, news to me again. I promise those are all unintentional puns, but they land. Good morning to you, Culty Vibes. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here for this morning radio show that plays games. We're talking musical instruments today because it's International Tuba Day.
Culty Vibes, fun fact, is I've played with lots of different like jazz groups. Culty Vibes, the best lead trumpet player I've ever played with.
So is your favorite
Played real high,
musical
real loud
instrument, Culty? The
Culty Vibes playing trumpet, blasting like right into my ear.
Did you have to wear like, not ear plugs, but like some sort of like dampening material?
No, it was usually okay. Probably should have at times. Where you have to be really careful is the percussion. Like if you're too close to the drum line, like during marching band and stuff like that, that can be pretty harmful. But other than that, it was fine.
Culty Vibe says trumpet and guitar for sure favorite instruments or coolest instruments.
Nice.
Have you tried the harp guitar, Culty? It does look pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie.
It does look cool.
Yeah.
Never played one. I want to play one.
Can you rent them?
No idea.
Can you rent guitars?
Probably.
I would suspect so. I only did a like half-assed effort to try to find this out because I was in San Francisco. Friends of the show, Superphonic and Kiki Lowe, were in San Francisco for their honeymoon. And so flew down there to say hi, and then they were going to be in Los Angeles the next week. And so had made plans to be down there, and I asked Superphonic, who's a worldwide renowned guitar player, and said, hey, will you have a guitar down there? Because I was hoping that we could have like a mini desk concert or whatever. And so I started to Google how to rent a guitar, and then I stopped. In fact, and I know you all get frustrated with how many unread emails I have on this badge, which is right now at 105,858. I will go to my Safari browser, and of my 219 tabs that are open...
Oh, God.
Oh, no, I closed the guitar one. I realized that I did not have time to get the guitar, so... Oh, well, I have Robot Chicken Star Wars. That was from Wednesday's show, so I can close that tab. And PlayStation 3 Spider-Man I can close too. So now I'm down to a mere 217 tabs. We doing all right?
Yeah, great.
Sure. I don't believe you. Look, it's Mike Otis here. It's good to see you, friend. Mike would otherwise be doing at this hour. Next hour, we will tell you about the story that Mike would have told you about. Canada proposes space law to punish crimes committed on the moon.
Space law.
Poor Gru from Despicable Me might be arrested for going to the moon. Look, it's Mike O says the didgeridoo, though.
I love how you do when you didgeridoo, Mike-O. Whoa, 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 whoa.
That is a pretty good instrument.
Didgeridoo's good.
Papa Pod says you can rent almost any instrument if you want to. In fact, knew someone who rented a cello. Good morning to Quiet I Am Gaming. Yep, at Guitar Centers at least. Used to work at one, you can. 200... How do you get anything done? Oh, well, it's easy. So you just... Now, this is a thanks to iPhone. At the very top of this, they now have a search your tabs thing. So if I'm like, oh, I forgot why I had that tab open, I go to the top and I could type in, like, I don't know, harp guitar, and bam, right there, harp guitar. It's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. Oh, I just got some more email. 105,850. It's fine.
Hefty is so wrong.
All right, let's go with birthdays this day in gaming history. If you have a birthday to celebrate, please let us know so we can celebrate with you. Look, it's Mike goes on the way to Doctor Strange. I'm so ready, says Look, it's Mike O.
Spoiler tease.
Don't tell us anything. We're supposed to keep quiet about that.
It's true.
Today's birthdays, this is one from the audience. Today is not, look, it's Mike O. Oh, I almost said that. TheJoelness. TheJoelness' birthday. You might remember TheJoelness from Final Checkpoint podcast. Goes by Last Checkpoint on Twitch. TheJoelness has a birthday on Saturday. So, to you, TheJoelness, it's your birthday song. It isn't very long.
Doot, doot.
Now, this is the one that I didn't know was alive still. Baseball's Willie Mays is 91 today.
Wow. I didn't know he was alive either.
I was searching because this is from Cleveland.com that shows that Willie Mays is in fact still alive. I wanted to make sure that that's true. And so I did a quick Google, and it turns out that as of 2021, he is the oldest Baseball Hall of Famer still alive.
Nice.
That's a fun fact.
That
Let's
is a
see.
fun fact.
Who else having a birthday today? Bob Seger turned 77.
And with Bob Seger, we find out that Cleveland.com is sick of our game. Because they say, fun fact, Seger has seven Grammy nominations and 1 win. They were like, no more of this game. We're going to give you all the information.
Thank goodness, because that game is tough. Especially because of all the planning that we have to do for it. Because we definitely take the time to look at all of these in advance and are definitely not Googling on the fly. Wink. Wink. Look, it's Michael says New York Mets legend Willie Mays. Did Mays finish his career with the Mets? Googling. Speaking of which, TV host Tom Bergeron turned 67 today. We played Hollywood Squares last July on GMS, and Tom Bergeron hosted the real Hollywood Squares at one point. So we're basically the same person.
Yeah, Willie Mays, New York Mets in 72-73.
Did the Mets win? No.
Probably at least once.
Actor George Clooney turned 61 today.
Nice. Fun fact, once appeared as an emergency room doctor in an episode of Friends.
There you are, old and reliable.
Been a while.
Yep.
Been a while.
Let's see. Actress Garbary Sidibe turns 39 today.
It's a good fun fact, I guess. Only 5 actors appeared in more episodes of Empire than she did. What? That's the best fun fact they could come up with.
Sidibe. Help me again, sir.
Gabourey Sidibe.
Sidibe.
Gabourey Sidibe.
Gabourey Sidibe. Hey, do you happen to know the 5 actors who have appeared in more episodes of Empire, though?
Nope.
I can guarantee you that that's got to be an IMDb quick search where it's like, okay, because you can click on cast and they'll show you how many episodes people have been in. I guarantee you that's where they got that one.
It's a bad fun fact.
1,000% guaranteed.
It's no good.
Adrian Paliki.
Turns 39 today. Paliki.
Adrian portrayed Tori in the Red Dawn remake.
What's Red
I forgot
Dawn?
they remade Red Dawn.
Is that a zombie movie?
No, it's the one I think it is. It's the one where like a group of I'm gonna say kids, but they're probably like just young adults band together when the U.S. is invaded. The original, I believe, they're invaded by Russia, hence Red Dawn. But I think the remake they might have changed that to like China or something.
Today is Brescia Webb's 38th birthday. Webb is an American actress and starred in the TV One comedy series Love That Girl from 2010 to 2014, among other things. Also, NBA's Chris Paul is 37 today, plays for now the Phoenix Suns and was in last year's NBA Finals. Has played for a wide variety of teams, but never played for the Lakers because the late David Stern, NBA commissioner, stopped a trade from happening that would have maybe helped Kobe Bryant win a 6th, if not more, championship. So, not bitter at all, Lakers supporter over here. He's so mad.
Sashir Zamata T. Sashir Zamata.
Sashir Zamata turns 36 today, actress, comedian.
Originally from Indianapolis.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Cleveland.com didn't try today.
They got the one fun fact about nominations and wins, and then they just really phoned it in from there.
Jeez. Rapper Meek Mill is 35 today. Any other birthdays?
Orson Welles' heavenly birthday.
Oh, Orson Welles was the one who did the like big radio play that scared the crap out of everyone, right?
Yep.
How to Take Over the World or something like that.
War of the Worlds.
Yeah. Brendan's here. Good morning to you. Sashir Zamate. Nope. Zamata. There we go. I like how Siri let me down. Siri, do better. Okay. Actor Naomi Scott, who was in the live-action remake of Aladdin, was also one of the Power Rangers. Turns 29 today. Guitarist Mark Bryan is on this list. Bryan was a guitarist for Hootie and the Blowfish. 55. Only wanna be with you. And my favorite song, the 51-second inspirational tale of Fairweather Johnson. Only like the Dolphins. when they come alive. That's not right. Maybe it was the Broncos. I don't know. He says the Broncos. That's why I like that song. So. Earthling is here. OMG, the hair just keeps getting better. What do you mean? It's a little pomade right here on the center of the forehead, and this grows. I do think now that I look at this a little bit longer, this one contrasts with my beard the most.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Last call on birthdays. Any?
Nope.
Okay.
That's it.
One this day in gaming history from before 1995, which means Sean gets a chance to play Lawsuit or not Lawsuit. The year, Sean, was 1982.
Not a lawsuit.
Not a lawsuit. Bob plays Didgeridoo. Your answer's locked in. 1982, Nintendo of America meet with Colco Industries and Universal Studios over the Donkey Kong and King Kong infringement issue. We're going to go...
That was... No, incorrect still.
They just met. They're just hanging out. And it was at Universal Studios. They were probably like getting some funnel cake and riding some rides.
Maybe we'll just say a push. Sound good?
I'll take it.
Okay. That's the push sound, I guess.
It's the push song.
1995, Nintendo of America announces the Ultra 64 game machine. Okay, that's what we started with, apparently.
That's a good one. It's a good one.
It uses a 93.75 megahertz MIPS R4300i processor manufactured by NEC with 16 kilobits instruction cache, 8 kilobyte data cache, 64-bit into something, and floating points units, and 32-bit system interface. A 62.5 megahertz reality coprocessor chip handles audio processing and video processing. Release target was date of April 1996. Out of curiosity, what does it take, those who are tech savvy, to get that extra quarter megahertz for the processor and half megahertz for the reality coprocessor? I think I'm asking a legitimate question. 1998, Sony puts out the DualShock controller for PlayStation. 2003, Konami releases Castlevania, Aria of Sorrow for Game Boy Advance. 2004, Electronic Arts puts out Samurai Warriors for PlayStation 2. And 2008, Electronic Arts puts out Boom Blocks for Nintendo Wii. That's a great name.
That's a fun game, too.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's basically like you have a Jenga-esque tower, and then you throw things at it, trying to knock it down, and you get points for the things you knock down. And I remember having a sore elbow from that game. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Mike was talking about already getting like his Wii Sports elbow back, having played the Nintendo Switch Sports game now. So, yeah, Boom Blocks. Maybe they'll come out with a remake for Switch.
They should. They really should.
All right, it's 7:04. This hour coming up, we'll talk to Rolly Hernandez of OPB, Oregon Public Broadcasting. We'll talk about the game Lake, which is set in a fictional Oregon town. We'll have that interview coming up at 7:25. We'll also have sports. And allegedly, Miss Theo will be with us too. So stick around. More to come on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. Thank you for being here on Friday, May 6th, 2022. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv.
Can I hold on to something? Never thought you would come back. Can't believe you'd remember those times. We laughed and cried. Watched the sunset fall through the sky. We were younger, never thought we'd say goodbye. Now we're saying goodbye. Shaking hands, I can barely ask. We got runaway plans. Baby, where do you wanna go? I'm scared to, you know. But to make things so complicated. But you didn't know with a heart that has been jaded too many times. Jump in line with it stare, it ain't fair, and I think you know why. Cause oh, you know you're making me nervous. You're digging deep, you scratched on my surface. Hey, oh, you know you're making me nervous. But I'm still trying to see if you're worth it. I'm feeling out of my league, I'm hoping you're not teased. What you're saying to me makes me nervous. Yeah, I'm feeling out of my league, I'm hoping you're not teased. What you're saying to me makes me nervous. No, I never learned just how to take a compliment. In my mind they never could be genuine. Whether too rehearsed, it's been their word. And I can't tell if it's a spell or if I'm cursed. What's worse? Cause you know you're making me nervous. Yeah, you're digging deep, you scratch through my surface. Hey, oh, you know you're making.
Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, today's interview and sports. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningShow.tv. And join our Discord. Go to gms.watch and click on where to find GMS. Time for hour number 2. Right now.
Morning, gamers. Welcome in. It's Gaming Morning Show. Thanks for being along for the ride on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. We are equipped with amazing headwear, thanks to your help raising over $500 for the Trevor Project. This is your reward, and the sounds that are coming from the top left of your screen are just something else. Oh, ow, ow, ow!
Oh, sorry. I can't actually hear on my end, you know, so that's why.
The ouch was a very positive reaction to the sounds. What are you wearing?
Well, I literally saw you guys on screen. You guys, like, seriously, 5 seconds. And I was like, oh, it's hat day. No one told me. Okay. And I grabbed this from my closet. This is a traditional, one of the traditional Hmong hats. And it's like, these are coins.
Is it pink on top?
Yes, it's pink and furry.
It's hard to tell which parts are the hat and which parts are the background.
It's true. And that's the front, and then that's the back.
That is so cool.
It's getting. Oh no.
No, but I mean, what's his back? Like, I feel bad for you having to wear your headphones like that for the next hour.
Well, yeah, I don't know how long I can hold it like this, but yeah. Headphones and the hat don't work.
You got to switch up. Headphones and the hat was the name of my band in high school. You got to switch to the tactic. Sean's wearing in-ears for the first time this week, I believe.
I was just about to do that, so I might actually have to do that. So,
yeah.
But I'm loving the looks, you guys. Serve it. We need like a work it, girl. Wait, come on, you guys. Don't we need like to do a little walk down the runway?
I'm really disappointed that the only song I can think of right now is A Whole New World, which was not from The Little Mermaid.
Oh my God! For a second there, I forgot. Yeah. No, okay. Are we having? First, I thought it was musical day because I saw Sean in the Newsy hat. So I was like, are we doing Newsies and The Little Mermaid? What's happening?
Yeah, that was just a pure coincidence.
And now it's gardening time. I don't know.
Well, it's really sunny in here. As you can see, the weather outside is just gorgeous. So.
You gotta tend to your plants.
No, I'm hoping we get a song though. Have we gotten a Little Mermaid song yet?
Somebody started us out with one. It was you, right, Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like the idea that I'm actually more of a fill-in for getting you a Baconator. So.
What?
And a Frosty.
Oh my God, Wendy!
I think that's my true calling.
You know what? That does actually kind of make a little more sense. a baked potato, some chili. There's no place like Wendy's, though. It's true. There's no fast food place like Wendy's.
Gosh dang it! Now that's something. Dun, dun, dun. It's windy. That's a song too, by the way. Yeah, I have to find that one. Apparently, this was supposed to be from The Little Mermaid, is what Brendan's telling me. I don't know when. I don't know how. But I know something's starting right now.
I don't know when. I don't know how. But I know something's starting right now. Something like that. Under the sea, wish I could be part of that world. She goes up to the whole, like, she's crying.
I'm realizing something in real time. What
Yes,
I'm realizing
Go.
is how much of The Little Mermaid I don't remember.
Wow.
Or, ever since we had the crab stuffed flounder incident, how much Little Mermaid I've decided to just forget in my life.
Excuse me?
Yep, you heard me right.
You were served a crab stuffed flounder?
It was a day of the day on the show. It was crab stuffed flounder day.
Crab stuffed.
Yeah. Yep.
Sebastian and Flounder together.
That's sad.
We didn't have to say it.
Together forever. Sorry, didn't the eels say that in the movie? Together forever.
At this point, we can just make the rest of the show make Ryan believe something from The Little Mermaid, because I clearly don't remember that movie. I loved Ursula, and I don't remember that movie at all.
Oh my god. You guys, I'm going to switch out my headphones because I can't hold it this whole time like this, okay? So
It's fine, because we're getting breaking news. Breaking news in the Gaming Morning Show. You change that out.
Great.
This just in. For the first time in Gaming Morning Show history, and this is a long storied history, I suppose, this cup that you see is full of tea and not coffee.
It's a momentous occasion.
So we're now taking tea recommendations because I am a tea drinker.
just today though. Get
Just
those
today.
recommendations in fast.
Dang it.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're gonna lose your chance. So. Is everything okay over there, Theo?
Oh, she came back in the shot and just goes, "Dang it," and then runs off again. It's pretty good.
Come back, Theo. Everything all right? Oh, yeah, Theo can't hear us. We could just hear Theo's random rambling in the room. Theo! There's so much, like, rustling. And then you can hear the hat to boot, so it's even better. Theo, did you misplace your earpods?
So I realized that I don't have the old ones where I have the one that has the new phone attachment.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's a bummer.
let's see if this will fit on top, kind of.
Oh, yeah! That looks good.
Okay.
That looks good.
And because of the green screen, it kind of gets rid of my headphones, so it's like...
No one would even know. How would they know? They're not going to know. Good morning to you, KJ. Thank you for being here. This is our topic of the day. It's International Tuba Day. So, Theo, Sean and I have already shared. What do you think is the coolest instrument? The coolest instrument?
Well, there's so many cool instruments out there, but one that I've been kind of wanting to play with that you don't really get to access often is a marimba, which is like the wooden xylophone. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, do you know what I'm talking about, Ryan?
No. But I can picture it. I can picture a xylophone, and I can picture it wooden.
Yes, and it's just like you got like two little thingies. You're like...
Wait. So you have the little two paddle thingies, like the little mallets. Mallets. We were looking for the word mallets.
Good job. Good job.
So actually, I've seen those because we went to a band thing for our kids, and I think there was one there, Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay. And why do you want to play that so badly?
Yeah, it just seems like fun.
Yeah.
to hit the little thingamajiggies.
It looks gigantic. Like
Yeah.
it looks like it's a pain to move.
Exactly. So that's kind of why I'm assuming that not a lot of people play them because it's kind of, a whole thing.
What do you think they weigh, Sean?
They're probably pretty heavy. They're large too. They're not gonna fit in an average, like living room.
Well, so over here I have my coffee table, and then this is my recliner. Oh, and that's my marimba. Do you have anything else? No, there's no space. Apparently, according to Kalaf, our head of research and development, there is a marimba cover of Under the Sea.
Oh my! Wow! Wow! I'm just impressed by the information sent so quickly.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't be, because I mean, he does make the most money out of all of us. So, yeah. I had a friend in high school, says Brendan, that was extremely good at marimba. It was cool. He could play with 4 mallets. What?
Yeah, it's like one on this side, one on this side, and they're like blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
I like that answer. That is a pretty cool instrument. I like percussion instruments, kind of, like in general. Like I always wanted to be a drummer. I just could never make the bottom half of my body, at least in the initial going, work with the top half of my body, like ever. So
it's difficult. Like lots of props to drummers, and then the drummers who can sing at the same time. I'm
like Dave Grohl.
Yes.
I've drawn some comparisons this week with my pomade hair to Dave Grohl.
Oh, you put pomade in your hair?
Well, that's how we got to the stage. So what happened was, I can't wear a hat this week because that was our, that was our deal. You got to hear the exodus of this. So we raised over $500 for the Trevor Project last week, thanks to the awesome audience. And our incentive was if we reached $500, Sean had to wear hats all week, and I could not wear a hat. And so Sean, being the master of hair, gave me his pomade, and so on Monday I put that in my hair to try to get like the little swoop thing that Sean has.
Yes.
And it didn't go very well. But then the next day it turned my hair purple and pink, and it was very luscious.
Wait, how? Is this colored pomade? What's happening?
It's magic.
Yeah. Do you think Sean gets out of bed every day and it looks that good? No, he basically traded his voice to a sea witch to have access to it. So
wow, okay, so beautiful.
So instead of legs, Sean chose magic pomade.
Love it.
And then on Wednesday, I had green hair. And then yesterday, I had a severe cold because the side effects of pomade could be severe cold. So
too much pomade.
Use it responsibly.
By the way, I had no idea. Okay, because when you're on streaming, you don't know how tall people are. And then I saw the photo of you and Sean in LA. And I realized, like, Sean, how tall are you?
6'2".
Oh my God, you're so tall.
So tall. That's an interesting thing, Theo, because you're the first person who mentioned that the whole time we were in Los Angeles.
And I wasn't even there in person. It was literally just like
I'm just joking.
in a photo.
That was probably like one of the most frequently said
Oh,
things
really?
while we were there for 24 hours.
A lot.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
But that is what's kind of neat about the streaming world, right? Is we can be deceptive.
Absolutely. I mean, even actors, right? A lot of actors are way shorter than you actually think they are.
And a lot of basketball players are a lot taller than you realize. Like, you have their height, but you watch them on TV and you're like, oh, that person does not look 6'5", right?
Yeah.
And then you meet them in person, like, holy cow. Like, we had Channing Frye, who played for a lot of teams, including the Portland Trailblazers, stop by my work one day, and I was like, holy cow. Like you knew, but I didn't know. And then I knew. Man, we are always going to get overtime games before our interviews. This is ridiculous. We have Rolly Hernandez coming up. We're going to talk about the game Lake, which is set in Oregon. That's coming up in just a little bit on Gaming Morning Show. Is anyone else hearing crinkle? Tinkles? Quiet. Are you calling them crinkle? Oh, that's KJ. Crinkle. So check out this hat.
I like that. Crinkle tinkle.
it honestly is almost as satisfying as the way that Sean opens up the cans until you get on the microphone. Then it needs
I won't do it on the microphone. That's too intense. Sorry, I learned that. I learned that already. Sorry, guys.
Well, we appreciate everyone being here. It is 7:24 West Coast time. It is 10:24 out east, and is now 3:24 for those watching GMS in the UK.
He didn't hear it. He didn't hear it.
No.
He didn't hear it.
In the UK.
Oh, again.
Weak.
I can't hear anything with those headphones.
KJ goes, I'm on my phone and couldn't see. Now I do. Yeah, you'll have to walk us through this hat when we get done with our interview again. We'll come up with that in just a moment. Right now, it's time to get set to talk to Rolly Hernandez of OPB. It's coming up next. Gaming Morning Show. Gaming Morning Show continues. Thanks for being along with us. It is the Friday show, and we now have a chance to talk to Rolly Hernandez, who is a producer for Oregon Public Broadcasting's daily talk show, Think Out Loud. It's a video game-related story that we have a chance to talk about because Rolly and the show recently talked about the game Lake, which we have had a discussion about on the show before and have definitely watched some of the other folks in our audience play it before. Rolly, thank you so much for taking the time to join us this morning. For the interview you had on Think Out Loud, I guess I just kind of want to have you summarize. What was the biggest takeaway from the story of Lake and then the game's director, who was your guest, Dylan Nahel, I believe is how you pronounce the name?
Yeah. I think overall the biggest takeaway I would say is that you definitely have to take this game, I'd say a day at a time. It's a real he wanted it to be like a tranquil experience, and he wanted this to kind of be an escape for a lot of players. Especially just given the scenery, it's a really beautiful game. So I think one of the biggest takeaways is just to kind of have fun and not rush with it and just enjoy it. I think a lot of it has to do with the characters you meet and the conversations you have, and not necessarily just delivering mail every day.
I like it. It's a whole networking thing, getting to know people. Let's see. So the lead into the interview on the OPB website references games like Days Gone that use the Pacific Northwest for mystery or tension. I love that. So why do you think Oregon is likely good for that type of experience? But why do you think it also worked for their game?
Yeah, for sure. It definitely has to deal with just, I think, how we are conditioned as like a culture and with gamers. I mean, we are kind of put in these remote areas, either in the middle of the woods or stuck in the middle of an island, and we automatically assume the worst. And Dylan and his team were really active on wanting to do the opposite of that. They wanted to make sure players felt more welcoming and I guess more cozy. And he even said that when they were testing this game, they got a lot of pushback. People were really concerned. I'm like, where's the monster in the lake? Where am I gonna get in trouble? Where's my gun? How am I gonna like defend myself? But eventually people got used to it and really enjoyed that, you know, they didn't have to look over their shoulder.
Nice. To change topics a little bit, we're a morning radio show, and so we always like to ask others their experience in radio. Talk a little bit about your experience, what it's like working for public radio, and what you get from it.
Yeah, I think I actually started out in TV, but then I kind of realized that there's something about radio, especially public radio, that kind of does a service to the people that listen to it. I mean, we kind of try to deliver news in a way that's accessible to everyone. And, the first time there's trouble, they always tell you to go grab your radio. So to me, it just seems like the touching base for a lot of like community reporting and outreach.
Nice. And what else are you playing right now, video game wise?
I actually just got into a Blood Hunt, like part of the Vampire Masquerade series. It came out about maybe like 2 weeks ago. And the sole reason I even played it was because in college, I went to school in Austin, and there's this really big like vampire community there. And so I did this whole story just talking about them, and I was able to find this like researcher who studies like cults and religion, and he told me that the people who are like practicing vampires, the origins of what they do come from Vampire the Masquerade. And so when I saw they were releasing like 2 new games, I kind of just hopped onto it. It's been really fun so far, but I think I'm waiting out more for Swan Lake, which comes out in May. But it's just a battle royale, but with vampires and powers, so it makes it a bit more fun.
Nice.
How fun.
Rolly Hernandez is the producer of Think Out Loud. It's OPB's daily talk show. We have a topic of the day, Rolly, and ours today on International Tuba Day is what is the coolest musical instrument? It may not be the best or best sounding musical instrument, but what do you think is the coolest musical instrument?
Okay, there's this thing I've been wanting to get for years. Also, fun fact, I used to play tuba. But
Nice.
it's called an omnichord. It's kind of like the mix between a guitar and a piano. I think it was really popular in like the 80s. And so it just, you play the chords and then you strum on this like touchpad, and it sounds like a keyboard, but I don't know, it's really cool. But now they're like $500, so I don't think I'll ever own one, but it's still a dream.
I mean,
love it.
You heard it here first. We got to start crowdfunding to get Rolly your dream instrument. That would be cool. I love the fact we had a tuba player on the International Tuba Day. If anyone wants to follow your work, whether it's on social media or a website, what is the best way to do so?
Yeah, my Twitter is at Rolly Reports, so ROLIEREPORTS. Yeah, that's probably the best way to reach me.
All right, thank you, Rolly. We appreciate you joining us this morning on Gaming Morning Show, and have a great International Tuba Day.
You too. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. That was a lot of fun. How lucky were we to get International Tuba Day and actually have a tuba player on the show? How about that?
It's like we planned it, but we don't plan that far ahead.
True. So you said you were interested in playing the game, Lake?
Yeah, for sure. I'd play that. It looked, I watched the trailer and it looked really interesting and kind of relaxing and chill.
It does.
Now that I know it takes place in Oregon, even more so.
It kind of looks like Big Bear. I don't know if you guys have been out to Big Bear out here. Yeah, it's kind of like foresty, tall trees, greenery. Yeah. That did look relaxing. I just want to go hang out in there.
Right.
I guess that's what.
Deliver some mail.
Okay, so tell me again. Wait, so you deliver mail and then what?
Yeah, it's like from the little bit I caught from the trailer and now remember from the trailer, you're like going back home to help someone who usually delivers the mail, and they're ill or something like that, and you go to like fill in, and so you're going back to your small town home and you're delivering mail and like catching up with a bunch of people.
Got it.
That kind of stuff.
Oh, I love it.
That was a lot of fun, and I think the game did look kind of cool. Again, I remember our friend Wallstorm were playing it on IntelliGame, which you can find on Twitch. I would love to follow up and see more about this particular game and also the setting in Oregon, but I like the fact that it's more than just the Pacific Northwest is, again, a shroud for mystery and like Rolly said, like waiting for the monster to jump out, right? That's kind of what everyone was waiting for, and it was a little more of a peaceful experience. So what we're going to do is let Sean go, but you're coming back, right?
Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay, so don't say goodbye to Sean. Just say,
I'll be back.
Sean is going to just blink out of here, and we'll see Bear, and news is gone or something. Okay, yeah, something like that.
Oh, yes. I was like, can we do a I Dream of Jeannie? Bing. Yeah.
So for those who are just joining us, you volunteered to wear this hat, not knowing exactly what you were getting into. I would love to know more information about the hat, because you kind of explained it to us at the top of the hour, but maybe those who are just joining us, give us more information.
Yes, this is a new hat that I received from my parents, actually. And it's traditional in the Hmong culture for the parents to buy traditional clothing for their kids at different points of their lives. And this is one of the hats that they gave me. And this represents one of the clans, that Hmong clans, because there's different types of clans. And this is a style of one of them. And we put coins on our clothes and dress up during the new year because that's the time that we want to attract attention, to attract a lover. Well, not a lover, but a mate, basically. So that's why it's all nice and flashy, and it's to kind of show our pizzazz. So yeah.
Like, I can't get over the sound. The sound is amazing.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I might, you guys. I'm seriously really considering and going to do an ASMR channel, I think. So maybe I'll add this to one of them.
Yeah, it could be pretty okay. Yeah. Downs goes, come for the coins, boys.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how many coins you have, Downs, and it doesn't matter how much it's worth, okay? You don't have to have the most coins on your hat.
Yes, it's
right?
not about it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality.
Brendan goes, Sean's just going to blink out of here. We'll see Bear Bear. I didn't catch the rest. That's all you need to know. Look, there's a beautiful Bear Bear. Although I am disappointed. Bear Bear has worn hats before, and I'm surprised we don't have a Bear Bear hat. So.
Oh, that needs to be remedied.
Yeah, or actually, honestly, sometimes Bear Bear's hats are not okay. So maybe it's probably better that Bear Bear doesn't wear his hat. Speaking of bears, Big Bear looks like Oregon, according to KJ.
Okay, confirmed.
Yeah. No, that was a really good interview. And if you want to read the piece, again, we have that link through read or listen, because it is, of course, a radio program. You can go there. Lake. The video game takes players through Oregon town to deliver mail. And it is, again, a pretty tranquil experience, but it's also fun if you're into like problem solving too, because there's a storyline to the game. So Lake is super cozy looking, and I appreciate that was always their goal. Also, it is on Game Pass, because what isn't on Xbox Game Pass at this point? So, man, what a great value. All right, it's 7:36 West Coast time. It's 10:36 out east, and it is 3:36 now for those watching GMS in the afternoon.
Doo-doo-doo.
The voice has to hold on for an hour and 20 minutes, and we can make it. So I feel much better today. I slept from 6 in the morning yesterday until 2 in the afternoon after we didn't feel like we could go. And then I could not go back to sleep. I tried. The kids got home from school, and there was one point between like 2 and 4 where I felt like I was about to fall asleep. And then all of a sudden I hear like people just running around and stuff, and it woke me up. And so
oh my god,
I didn't go back to sleep. And then everyone else went and had fun over at Sean's house, and I stayed home because I was sick. And I never fell back asleep. And then I watched the Flames play partially a hockey game. We'll have that coming up in sports. And then I was still wide awake until like midnight, and then I had to wake up at 2 to do a thing, and then we're here. So long story short, I'm using the Theo method of trying to maintain my voice today.
Oh, you got some throat coat tea?
I would have. I bought some. I had basketball games in March, and because everyone had always talked about it and you had recommended it, I had bought some, and I used a lot of it during the tournament, but I thought I had left over. I couldn't find it, so I'm just having decaffeinated black tea with lots of honey.
Hey, tea's good. Tea's just good in general, you know?
Well, it is National Beverage Day after all. It's also National Not a Pancake Suzette Day.
For real?
Well, yeah, it's exactly what it says in front of me. Well, maybe a little bit of creative liberty.
A crepe is not a pancake.
It's National Nurses Day. So again, thank you to all the nurses who do amazing things. National Space Day, School Lunch Hero Day, International No Diet Day, and it is also Kate Zaid Memorial No Pants Day. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's also, Ryan sings us a song for Little Mermaid Day, even though he's actually Wendy's.
Could we find lyrics, Caleb? If you want to find lyrics to Look at the Stuff, Isn't it neat, whatever that song is.
Yes.
But
yes.
instead,
Part of your world.
Part of your world, yes, the well-known song. But instead of me naming things from the actual world and from the actual song, if you could replace it with Wendy's menu items, I'd appreciate that.
Oh,
and then I'll sing that in the 8 o'clock hour.
That's hilarious. I got Frosties and French fries and baked potatoes.
Yep.
I got chilies, baconators, and more.
I hope you're writing this down because we already are off to such a good start.
What's another item over there? I don't know. What's a blah 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 blah?
Chicken sandwiches? We've got plenty.
What? Yeah, but who cares?
Oh, they're big on their spicy nuggets too.
Oh, spicy chicken sandwich. Spicy chicken sandwich, right? Isn't that like
I think their nuggets are their thing. Wendy's spicy nuggets are back, and then everyone goes.
All
right.
Frosty. We didn't say Frosty.
Oh, well, yeah, that better be the grand finale. Work on it, chat. Send me a Google Docs link or something. We'll try to make it happen 8 o'clock hour. Right now, it's time to see what Maiko would have been tracking at this hour. And said, I will.
Beep, beep.
This is from Monisha Ravasetti of CNET. This is Canada proposes space law to punish crimes committed on the moon. I don't suppose you can see this story. It's going to be the second one in the section.
I will be.
Yeah.
Very
I'm going to have you read it because I'm not going to make it through it.
Oh, you poor thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on one second.
Because
I got you.
as we know, we're expanding out to space, and so we need, if nothing else, to make more crimes prosecuted.
I got you.
So.
All right. Right. I got you. Let's go. Canada proposes space law to punish crimes committed on moon. Really? Okay, NASA's Artemis endeavor might finally bring humanity back to the moon in 2025, revamping lunar exploration with enough vigor to match the Apollo years. Readying themselves for that future, Canadian officials say that they're prepared to prevent any and all lunar shenanigans. I'm just imagining all the different types of shenanigans. Okay, Canada on Thursday proposed an amendment to its criminal code, which would allow for the prosecution of crimes committed by Canadian astronauts during 3 off-Earth scenarios. Oh, interesting. While traveling to the moon, from the moon, and when they're on the glowing orb itself. More closely, the country's newly proposed code outlined here in Bill C-19 reads, quote, a Canadian crew member who, during a spaceflight, commits an act or omission outside Canada that, if committed in Canada, would constitute an indictable offense is deemed to have committed that act or omission in Canada. Underneath this clause, it specifies that the rule applies to crimes committed on or in relation to a flight element of the Lunar Gateway, on any means of transportation to or from Lunar Gateway, or on the surface of the moon, like they said before. Taking out the complexities, this all just means that the moon explorers from Canada better be on their best behavior. No loitering near a cool crater, littering freeze-dried ice cream wrappers on moon rocks, and definitely no stealing from a vulnerable alien if you find one. Oh yeah, you definitely don't want that. Lunar lawlessness is a thing of the past. Wait, thing of the past, is this something that has happened?
Right.
What's going on? Yeah, what's happening here? Canada's criminal code already includes crimes committed. Oh, wait, Canada's criminal code already includes crimes committed by astronauts on board the International Space Station as punishable by Canadian law, but it's notable that the country's newly proposed amendment includes moon-related crimes. Okay, it might have something to do with the fact that Artemis 2 will have a Canadian astronaut on board, though there's no official statement to support such a claim. Okay, it sounds like they have an astronaut who just has really bad behavior, but he's like the best astronaut, and they're like, let's just put this rule in place so that he doesn't mess it up for everybody. He doesn't embarrass our country. He, she, they.
They're like, Sanders is the person we need on this mission. But Sanders has a track record. I don't care. Get me Sanders. Keep him in line.
You know, it's like Demolition Man when they bring Sylvester Stallone back, but then the new world's all like you can't cuss, you can't do any crime.
We're sorry. You've been penalized 3 credits for a violation of the moral code.
Yes, from Taco Bell ATMs.
Man, I love the fact that you brought up a Demolition Man reference. That means this is a good show already.
That is that's my top. Probably 5 favorite movies of all time.
I love that movie too. We should be friends.
I know, this is why we're friends. This is why we clicked this first time we met.
True.
It was like instant.
All right, so it's added to the watch parties list.
Fantastic Four, B-Movie, Legends of the Hidden Temple, every MCU movie, Hackers, Pride and Prejudice, and Zombies, Frozen 2, Christmas Comes to the Pac-Land.
Wow.
Independence Day, Knives Out, Ants in a Bug's Life, but at the same time, AI, Artificial Intelligence, iRobot, Goldeneye, Weekend at Bernie's, South of Heaven, Down and Dirty, A Love Story.
Wait, you saw South of Heaven?
No, we have to. It's part of the watch party that we're going to have eventually.
You guys, you have to watch South of Heaven. Not only is it great, but you know my girl Kisa, her son is in that movie.
It's because you told us about it. That's why it got added to the... It was off your recommendation.
Watch it! With Jason Sudeikis, watch it.
Yeah, so we'll have the watch party during the GMS Movie Festival.
GMS Movie Festival, where we talk about watching movies, but never actually watch them.
So look for that this summer.
On it.
Only we could pull off an event where we tell everyone it's an event, but then we actually don't really do anything other than show up.
Yeah, I mean, that's most of what life is about, right? Just showing up.
Oh my gosh, so Brendan just goes, take that, Moon Crime, and all I want now is for them to repurpose Scruff McGruff as an astronaut dog. And he now spreads messages of not, doing bad things on the moon.
Oh, excuse me. Yes, I love that.
Especially because, there could be so many beautiful, crescent moon configurations that go with take a bite out of crime.
Take a bite out of crime.
Scruff McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60653.
If you had a free opportunity to go to the moon, would you?
Oh, yeah, in a heartbeat.
Oh. Wow. Okay, so not afraid about breaking Earth's atmosphere.
Nope. If it was meant to be, that's my time. But otherwise, it would be an amazing experience. It's basically the same as getting on an airplane every time. It's just if that's my time,
no, right,
then that's my time.
Totally.
It probably shouldn't happen, and it would be a shame, and I'd be very sad and all that. But yeah, well, I probably would be sad.
But you are curious enough about space to
Well, I'd be interested in it. I would definitely be a little concerned with a lot of it, just because you have to be in very good physical condition to do all that stuff, and I clearly am not. So I'd be worried about that stuff.
But you can train for it and all that jazz. But because not everybody would be down. A lot of people would be like, nope.
Yep.
Keeping my feet on the ground.
So is that the answer to your question, or would you absolutely do it?
I don't know.
No cost.
Honestly.
Free training.
I don't know. Maybe.
All the space ice cream you can eat.
Well, I get really motion sickness. Sick. No. So from the car, from rides, so I don't know if I could actually handle all of that. I'd be like, bleh.
So Quiet goes, I'm still waiting for the 3 clamshell standard for toilet wiping.
Yes. Okay. Can we please? Does anybody even know how that really I mean, I guess, but it just seems so uncomfortable. I don't get it.
Okay, well here's my question is because they never showed it because that was basically just a running gag. What did you envision the 3 shells looking like?
Looking like?
Yeah, so because they don't actually call them clamshells. They say, what's up with the 3 seashells?
Oh.
Right? And so I had always envisioned your very clip arty seashell that looks like probably what a clamshell looks like, right?
Yeah, that's what I saw.
And so I figured it was broad enough to take care of most on the initial wipes, but then do you hose them down? How does it work?
Exactly. Do you dispose these later? Do you what
Well, you clearly can't dispose them because then there was no reason to get rid of toilet paper because we would just be changing one problem with another. So they were clearly reusable.
I guess.
They were almost like a bidet.
I guess so. Yeah, we need a Demolition Man 2 to explain this.
That's the only reason to bring back
Oh,
Demolition
absolutely.
Man is just to explain the 3 seashells.
That, and also Wesley Snipes is out of jail, so he can act again. So let's go.
Did you see Wesley recently?
Wesley? No.
He was on because they did a White Men Can't Jump reunion on Sports Center, and so Woody Harrelson, and Rosie Perez all got together. Wesley Snipes is very thin. like
Oh.
incredibly thin. So I don't know if that's by choice, if he's ill, or what. But yeah,
Hope he's okay.
yeah, I hope so too. I should have looked into this as opposed to just being like, wow, he looks thin, and then just not knowing why. So
Oh, poor guy.
Brendan
That's
goes, get a load of this guy. Doesn't know how to use the 3 shells. Yeah, that's a great line.
Yeah, yeah.
Rob Schneider's in that movie.
Oh, right. Wait, and Dennis Leary.
Oh yeah, Dennis Leary. Yeah. And then the guy who was also in Beetlejuice. He plays the like main bad guy's like assistant. I'll pull it up just a second.
Wait, but is he like that actor where you never know his name?
That's why I don't know his name. Yes.
Right. But like you've seen
His
his
name's
face. in multiple things.
Associate Bob, which is a great character name. That's what he looks like.
Ah,
And in Beetlejuice,
Beetlejuice.
he played Otho.
Otho. Yeah. Oh. Wait, was he the designer, the interior designer? Yes. That movie was definitely like crazy. Beetlejuice is on something.
So Downs is telling us that Jack Black was in Demolition Man.
Wait, what? Where? How? When?
Looking
What?
it up. Cast. Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes, Sandra Bullock. We didn't even mention, and that's where I fell in love with Sandra Bullock during the Net Demolition Man phase.
No, and Speed.
Nope. I was before Speed.
Okay.
When she was
But yes.
in Speed, I was like, oh, that's my favorite actress, who is also from.
That's true.
And I was like the one telling people, but I was hipster in that regard, right? Whereas like I liked Sandra Bullock before she was cool. Dennis Leary was Edgar Friendly. He was like the leader of the sewer folks.
Wait. Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about Jack Black.
Jack Black
in-
as Wasteland Scrap number 2.
Oh, so we didn't even notice him.
Was he just like an extra player?
Wow.
Okay, now, if anything will kickstart our actual watch party, this might be it.
Yes. Wow. I love Demolition Man. Let's do it.
7:51 now, West Coast time. It's 10:52 on the East Coast, 3:52 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Sports Talk Wife is in the chat, says, hello, my wig looks lovely on you, Hefty. I don't know what you're talking about. This is clearly not a wig. This is what happens when you put magical pomade on the front of your forehead and after you have a severe cold.
You just sneezed it out. You're like, achoo, and then poof.
That's how Rapunzel got her hair, and that's how I got mine. Same story for both of us.
Yeah.
But if you like this Sports Talk Wife, stick around next hour to the tune of A Part of Your World from Disney's The Little Mermaid. I will sing a homage to being part of Wendy's world, as in the fast food chain.
Yes. It's
And
going to be delicious.
per the request of Brendan, we may have some homages as well to Gaming Morning Show. So some GMS references in there as well. So, I'm so happy you're here, Theo, because you get to fill in for Austin, and we'll have an Austin sports monologue coming up here in just a moment.
Oh.
But first, it's time for sports.
Sports.
Yesterday, your Calgary Flames went up in flames. 2-0 loss in Game 2 of the Western Conference opening round. The Stars win 2-0. That series now even at 1 game apiece. Here's the stat, though. You ready for this?
Go.
The Flames, in any playoff series, have not won a Game 2 since 2004.
It's been a while.
That's almost 20 years ago if you're counting on your fingers. Or your toes.
Some of you aren't even that old. Probably.
Oh my gosh, there might be some folks who, we've
Yeah,
met
I
who
know.
were not born before 2004.
Yep.
Yeah, so apparently Game 2s are just the nemesis of your Calgary Flames. But, good news, it's 1-1 going into Game 3 on Saturday. And many of the best-of-7 series in the NHL are all tied at 1 apiece. In fact, yesterday, Colorado became just the second team of the 8 series that are going on to take a 2-games-to-none lead. They won in overtime over Nashville. New York, the Rangers beat Pittsburgh, even that series at 1 apiece, and top-seeded Florida in the Eastern Conference beat Washington 5-1. So now it's time to get Austin's take via Theo of what this means with so many series. Again, 6 of the 8 hockey playoff series are tied at 1 game apiece. What an unusual situation, and for more, it's time.
It's time for Austin Sports Monologues.
Here's Miss Theo.
I'm not even quite sure what I'm supposed to do.
Just from your gut, what are you feeling about all these series tied at 1 apiece?
Okay, let me just put Austin's face off. Oh, hello. I'm Austin, and I'm a vegan, and I believe that sports balls should not be made out of animal products, and they should all be made out of plant-based products. And that's what my monologue about sports. Thank you very much.
Short and sweet. I love it. Well done. That's the latest edition of Austin Sports Monologues from Gaming Morning. Nice work. Austin would be proud.
Got you, Austin.
Just love the constant chimes. It's great.
Kringle tingle.
Yesterday, Theo, did the Mets win?
No.
That's your answer, locked in because Bob plays a didgeridoo.
Always.
I am so sorry, Theo.
Incorrect.
But yesterday, your New York Mets beat the Philadelphia Phillies 8-7 on the road. So New York is on the verge of 20 wins, 19-9 on the year. Other games, the Cleveland Guardians beat the Toronto Honey Badgers 6-5. Baltimore Orioles, a 5-3 win over the Minnesota Twins. And JF Downs' D Tigers lost at Houston 3-2. The Oakland A's did not play.
I'm JF Downs. It's been a while since that one.
Sports.
I'm JF Downs. Yeah, sports.
Brenda goes, they did win. No, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yes, they did win. What am I talking about? Yeah, that's exactly what I just literally said.
Yes.
Memphis Grizzlies star Dylan Brooks suspended 1 game. He's suspended without pay, quote, for making unnecessary and excessive contact with Gary Payton II in Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. That's Memphis and Golden State. Elsewhere, Steven Adams, cleared for health and safety protocols, will be available for Game 3 as Memphis takes on Golden State on Saturday. Baseball, we mentioned the Mets won. It was a 6-run deficit. They overcame that. Tennis, Rafael Nadal saved 4 match points and won at the Madrid Open quarterfinals on Thursday. And Nova Scotia and New Brunswick will host the World Junior Hockey Championships in December. They were originally set for Russia, but they are not going to be played there. And that is your sports.
I can't help it, but you also look like a flaming hot Cheeto, and I kind of want to just like eat.
All right. We had this discussion in Los Angeles. Someone had brought over a bag of flaming hot Doritos, which apparently they make, for Kiki Lowe and Superphonic, who were traveling from the UK. Doodle-doo. And he tried them, and he was like, they were fine, Superphonic said.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I don't like flaming hot anything because I don't like spice, because spice, is not my jam. But the color of flaming hot Cheetos and, in this case, Doritos, looks so appealing. It's a beautiful color. So I'm going to take that as a tremendous compliment you just paid me.
Please, can you just do a shake? Just shake the whip.
Oh,
just
actually,
shake the hair.
I'll give you an Austin Attack patented hair flip. Just a sec.
Oh, yes, go. Oh my God. First of all, it looks fabulous without the headphones. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Gorge.
Cracked.
Gorge. Cracked.
Downs just said, I may change to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Are they better?
Hey, do any of you know a pirate's favorite letter? Huh?
You better answer him.
Huh?
Oh, me? I don't know. What is it, Bob? Is it an R?
You'd think it was R, but their first love is the sea.
Quiet wants to know how much for a Quiet I Am Gaming Theo jingle. I'll pay upwards of $5 USD. Wait, are you asking for Theo for $5 to sing you a song?
Wait, but then you're saying quiet with you though, or with what?
I think it's a jingle that, because you just I am JF down, right, that one. So I think he wants a quiet one.
Oh.
But do you know how much down
Got
spent
it.
on the I am JF down jingle?
He's still paying for it till this day.
It has not ended. It's almost as
with
much
his
as K-Laugh
with his
salary.
life.
Yeah.
With his life.
Yeah. All right. All right. Next hour, these hair follicles are so slippery. Next hour, we will try to sing a song. K-Laugh's working on it probably right now. The tune of "Part of Your World" from Little Mermaid, whilst acting it out as Wendy's. So that's coming up. We'll also have Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming Renews, video game headlines of the day. We'll have clip of the day, takeaways that were pretty okay as well.
Ryan, don't forget the meditation break.
Wow.
And we'll have the meditation break that I, Hefty Goof, definitely did not almost forget about. So,
Well, thank you, Bob. Thank you for having my back. Unlike
You're
some
welcome.
people.
wow. Wow.
Hefty is so wrong.
Both of you, huh?
It's
Okay,
true.
whatever.
It's true. It's true. It's true. I think Bob and I should just run the rest of the show, honestly.
The answer to the question, how much did it cost? Brendan has the answer. It won't cost much. Just your voice.
That's so great. That's so great.
I might have won you a Billy Thundergun. We'll find out next hour. A lot can happen. Stick around. Hour number 3 of the Friday show coming up after your meditation break. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv.
I'm turning into Ryan. Let me drink some of this. I did not get throat coat today. Oh, excuse me, guys. Sorry. Oh, we're talking about your voices, and I think something just stole my voice. Okay. Okay, you guys, we got 5 minutes and 40 seconds for this little meditation. So today I'm going to teach you guys how to scan your own bodies. You know, a lot of the times we don't actually take the time to spend, you know, checking in on ourselves because we're so busy. So this is just a great way to check in. If you are feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling, you know, tired, or you just need a break in your day, or you want to start your day off, you know, on a good note, this is a good way to do it. And how we're going to do it is we're going to use our hands. So wherever you may be, sitting, standing, that's probably better than laying for this one. So sitting or standing, we're just going to go ahead and start with a nice breathing exercise. We're going to do inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, and exhale for 8. So that's going to be inhale for 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 8. All right. So wherever you may be, go ahead and put your hands palms up on your knees, or if you're standing, to your sides, eyes closed. And we're going to start breathing in here. And here we go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, hold, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. Just allow your breath to slow down, relaxing all of your muscles, letting go of everything you were thinking about before this moment, letting it just fall off of you, drip down you like water off a duck's back, sliding off of you. Beautiful, beautiful. And as we inhale, we're going to imagine a beautiful beam of light coming down from Earth's atmosphere, breaking through the crown of your head. And as you inhale, you're pulling in that light into your body. And as you exhale, you're going to feel that light expanding even more downward, all the way down to your toes. Inhaling again, bringing that light, filling up your body and your energetic space, and exhaling, expanding it out and out, all the way through your skin, breaking through your skin, out into your space. Inhaling again, more light. Imagine it filling up all the areas and corners of your body, of your heart space, of your mind, of your energy field. Beautiful. And now this time, as you inhale, bringing that light in, I want you to imagine that light now as you exhale, pushing out of the palms of your hands. Now when you do this, some of you might be feeling some tingling sensations, some heat, or some cooling sensations. And if you are, that's totally normal. That just means that the energy is moving and flowing through your palms. And if you don't feel that yet, that's okay. If you want to work some energy up in there, you can put your hands together, rub them together, back and forth, create some energy, and let them go. Feeling that energy flowing out of your hands. Beautiful. Let's inhale again. Bringing that energy through your body, and now exhaling it through your arms, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, your hands, and your palms. Beautiful. Now that you've got these beautiful, vibrant, energized hands, we're going to use these hands to scan yourself and your energy field in your body. So go ahead and put your hands up, both hands up at the top of the crown of your head. And we're going to slowly move your hands down your body, taking your time and stopping at any areas that you feel need a little extra love. And just use your intuition. Just go with what feels good. If you have some like neck and shoulder pain from sitting at the computer, you can put your palms hovering or touching that space. Just imagine inhaling that light and exhaling, sending that light from your palms onto your shoulders and your neck or wherever space you have covered right now. And imagine it healing, soothing, comforting that area. And what we're doing right now is a form of energy healing. We're changing the vibrations and the frequencies of that area to help it heal. And if you want to move down to another area, go ahead and do that now. Scanning all parts of your body. And if it's not a physical thing, maybe it's your heart, any emotional things, or any things of your heart that need a little extra love and care. Inhale that light in, exhaling through your palms into your heart space, filling your heart space with that beautiful golden healing light, reminding yourself that you are golden, baby. So live your life like it's golden. So go ahead and just take the next 30 seconds. Continue scanning yourself, repairing any parts of your body, your heart, your mind and soul, your spirit, your energy field that needs a little extra light today. Beautiful. You can start wrapping it up, closing it out, giving the last little jolts of light into those areas. And you can even give it one nice big circle to your whole body. Whew. Light everywhere. Let's put our hands in gratitude prayer form right in front of our heart space. Giving thanks to ourselves, to the GMS fam, to anyone we count on in this world or the world beyond. Reminding ourselves that we are light. We are the light. And we're filled with that golden light. So as you go on your day, remember that you are golden, baby. Thank you. Slowly open your eyes. Wiggle your fingers and toes. As we come back. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Theo. Appreciate it. That's your meditation break on Gaming Morning Show. Thank you for being here. We are excited to have you along with us. It is also Friday.
Yep.
This is the one I'm looking for. There we go. Friday, February. It's a month that's 3 months ago. Whatever. It's time for the third hour Game Morning Show. Why did I say February?
February? Wow.
Did Miss Theo get me so relaxed that I thought it was February again?
He transcended months.
Don't focus too much, Zen, Theo. You might kill the stream.
It's happened before. Maybe she gave me too much Zen. By the way, I would just like to point out one thing. If you're watching on one of the outlets, Facebook Gaming, Twitch, or YouTube, the mushrooms in the background for Miss Theo, they're moving.
Oh, were you talking about my background?
Oh, they are moving.
So there are two mushrooms in your background that.
Yeah, they're breathing.
Oh, they're okay. Thank goodness that they're breathing and not like pulsating.
Why?
Or
is there a difference between that?
I don't know.
Wait, I have a new hat too.
Yes. Bonus hat. This is the third hour of the show. Welcome.
I think I got through all the hats I wanted to wear for the week.
Yeah, we did kind of set you back because yesterday we didn't have a show.
Oh.
Look at that one. So tell us about that one.
There you go. So this is also another Hmong hat. But traditionally we wrap it, we hand wrap it like a turban, but now we're like, we're lazy, so they just pre-made it. And if you are wearing one of these stripes, that means you're, I think, married. And if you don't have one on, you're not married. I think. Oh gosh, don't kill me if I'm wrong.
It works surprisingly well over your headphones.
Right? I know.
It's like it was.
So I think with let me see, without it, it's probably the same. Yeah, it basically looks the same.
It's fantastic.
And then this is the first time we're seeing you wear. Is that would you call it a cowboy hat?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It looks closer to like the Crocodile Dundee size of hat.
Yeah.
What an illusion.
I can hear everything now.
That's amazing.
Why are your ears where a cat's would be?
Yeah. They're called illusions, Michael. Illusions.
It's been a fun show. We are a morning radio show that plays games. Miss Theo does have an Instagram, and I believe you have like some Hmong like information or like videos that you've done, right, on your Instagram?
Yes, I've definitely showed some cultural stuff on my. Yeah, if you follow my YouTube, I have some videos on there about Hmong Village, which is like a place where, with a whole bunch of markets and stuff in Minneapolis, St. Paul area. It's the largest Hmong population in the United States. It's in the Twin Cities.
And do any of the hats you've shown us today feature in any of those videos?
Yes, this one actually. you'll see where I bought this whole outfit from.
Nice.
Yeah, on my video so just YouTube, find me on YouTube, and then you can actually find all that stuff on my Instagram on the link tree. It has like 10 links to 10 different things that I do. So just pick your poison. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but check it out. Finding Your Voice is also coming back with episode 4 of the podcast.
Yes,
that
thank
was
you.
when?
That it's today at 12. Make sure you find us on Instagram as well. Finding Your Voice Show. Me and my girl Kisa, who's the mom of Thaddeus Mixon, who acts with Jason Sudeikis on South in Heaven. Kisa's amazing. She is a Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter, an amazing human being, and yeah. So we do this podcast together about telling our stories and helping others find their voice and step into their power, and not only are we so we have our episode today releasing there on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcast. We're also going to be throwing a free workshop for people to come to check out our free class called Finding Your Voice class, where we help anybody who's working with their voice, artists, singers, speakers, blah, blah, blah. Anybody who wants to come through and work on developing their voice and creative expression. We're starting that on May 15th in LA. So come join us for free. What else? I'm just gonna rattle off everything else I'm doing, by the way.
Do it.
Because normally I'm always, you ask me and I'm like, nothing.
Not much, yeah. Not much is going on. I like how you batch everything together. It's like,
because this is literally my link tree, I'm like, and then it's just too many things. I'm also teaching a Reiki level 1 class on May 21st if anyone's interested in taking that class and learning how to identify where some of your energy, might be blocked and how to help yourself, because level 1's all about self-healing, and that class completely changed my life, and that's why I want to teach it. I think that's it for now, and then when I launch my healing company here soon, I'll definitely talk about that too.
Nice.
Well, that's it for the Theo Show. Okay.
But next week I'll ask you that question. Like, nothing's happening.
Exactly. I'm like, what? I don't do anything.
I am Miss Theo is on Instagram. That's my always the plug, I guess. To find the gateway to all things Miss Theo is on Instagram, and I am Miss Theo. So.
Yes.
Someone's asking in chat. Actually, no, I wanted to say this one first, and then I'll get to that because we also have to welcome in the final hour crew. We're a little bit late doing that. Someone asked or said, wow, a lot happened in meditation break. Miss Theo went from come hither to married with the hat choices.
Oh my, that is actually a good point. It's like, looking for a boo. Oh no, I'm married.
Oh no, I'm married.
well, if you know me, I'm actually a commitment phobe when it comes to that. So hence I'm 38 and still single, and my parents are very scared. But I'm not worried. I put my trust in the universe. Whatever happens.
I'm not gonna lie, looking for a boo is gonna be stuck in my head for the rest of the day. I'm pretty sure. So that's a good line. I like it. All right, where are our manners? We're so late on this. I apologize.
Hello to the final hour crew.
Greetings to the final hour crew. There is an outside chance that we may have a Wendy's version of Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid coming up in just a little bit before our community games. Chris M.E. is here. Quiet I'm Gaming. I am JF Downs. Hey, it's Brendan_TTV. Many others who have been along for the ride today. We've even seen Sports Doc Wife, Dungeon Meowster KJ. I've checked in during the course of the show. It's been a lot of fun so far on International Tuba Day.
Well, that's more trombone, but you know what I mean.
I love it. We actually got a lucky break because our guest in the 7 o'clock hour, Rolly Hernandez, plays the tuba, of all things.
It took everything in me not to go rolly, 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 huh.
Is that Limp Bizkit?
Yes!
Deep cut. But yeah, well, I mean, because you never played the tuba, did you, Sean?
No.
Yeah. And Sean opened up the show explaining to me, tuba novice, that apparently there's not many songs that are written with the tuba in mind.
like what's the range of a tuba? Like how like
It's similar to other brass instruments, but it's just it starts so low.
Yeah.
It's not what we would usually think of as like a solo instrument or a melody instrument.
I would love to hear a tuba solo.
They're out there.
Like, can you give us a mock tuba solo right now? What would that sound like?
Boop, 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 boop. But then they're just by themselves, so now it's a solo. No, there's some good ones out there, especially like tuba with like small ensembles. There's some good ones.
I love that. Polka. What's that remind? That reminds me of John Candy in Home Alone. Do you remember? And then the mom's trying to get home, and she can't to Kevin, and she can't find any airplane. Blah blah. Then John Candy comes up to her and is like, "Hey, we're driving. We're taking our polka band." Do you remember this?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan looks very confused.
Oh, I apparently have forgotten a lot of Home Alone, so.
What?
Well, we found out at one point that Ryan really dislikes Home Alone, but then turns out he hasn't really even watched it. So
I haven't watched it in a long time. I have seen Home Alone from start to finish, but I don't really
as an adult, though, was
yeah.
what we discovered.
Why you don't like it?
I don't know.
What?
It's a lot of the. I think it's just the fact that most of it's just people getting hurt the whole time, and I don't know if I'm into that.
Oh, you mean like the slapstick?
Well, no, yeah, but if you think about it, Kevin McAllister was the original Jigsaw. Think about it.
Wow, you going real.
You want to play a game, huh?
You remember?
I mean, I'm lucky both of them survived. I'm sure whatever the two bad people were, Joe Pesci and other guy.
Yes, the other guy, which you never know his name.
I bet they if they had been given the choice, like one of them would have sacrificed the other. Think about it.
I think this needs to be like, a Home Alone remake, horror edition.
It's already a horror movie. It'd be horror.
Oh, for real.
Apparently, I'm on some wavelength because Chris and me says some fans have theorized Kevin is Jigsaw. See?
I know. What?
I wonder if Kevin McAllister committed war crimes, says Brendan. Damn, but I wonder. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, and then the second one, here's also the funniest thing that I've seen recently about Home Alone is if Home Alone was in modern times, it would have went like this. Oh no, we forgot Kevin. And then someone would have texted Kevin. Said, hey,
exactly.
We forgot you. Stay where you are. We'll be there in about an hour. And then
that
would have been the end of it.
And then he would have woken up and been like, oh, I made my family disappear. And then he would have looked on Friend Finder and been like, oh no, they just left there at the airport. I should catch an Uber.
See? Yeah. Although, what was the reason? What did they use to cover up the fact that like no one could call each other? Like, couldn't that mom at a payphone in the airport called the house? Did I just discover probably already
I
a
don't remember if they
plot
addressed that directly.
Yeah, they did it. Or maybe he never answers the phone because he's not allowed to answer the phone. Did he answer the phone anytime in there? I know he ordered pizza.
I think they might have covered it. They something had happened and like the telephone lines were out or something. I feel like there was a small detail where something happened.
Yeah, Chris says the phone was left off the hook.
Which is weird.
But anyway, whatever. It's 8:20 West Coast time, 8:22 to be exact. It's 11:23 now for those on the East Coast, and it's 4:23 for those watching GMS in the UK. Yeah, because as I say, by the time he would have ordered pizza and stuff, couldn't they have called him and been like, "Hey, we're in England, we're coming back," or wherever they were going? But they still would have to have gotten back from a long plane ride. So, all right, do we have any lyrics to a part of your world to Wendy's theme? I don't know if Caleb had a chance to figure that out. I don't think I'm allowed to link to Roland Urban Assault Vehicle. Okay. Theo?
Yes.
I think we're going to do producer on-air version of this song. Okay?
Got
so
it.
you're just
Okay.
going to tell me what to say, and then I'm going to do it. Okay? Let me just get let me get my audio here. So start thinking of some things.
Oh, you mean I'm basically gonna sing it and you re-sing it? What's that?
No, you're just going to tell me what words to replace words with other words.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Hold on. Let me.
I just got to find the song, but I can't play it on the air, so just a second.
Un momento, por favor.
Part of your world.
Look at this stuff.
Can I get away with the karaoke version? Anyone who's in tune with DMCA?
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't know about that. Somebody else got to figure that.
Anyone?
It's technically not allowed from my understanding.
Okay.
Because you're using a recording.
Okay. Is this a Mad Lib? It is kind of an impromptu Mad Lib, isn't it? Okay. Theo, get ready. Here we go. Or anyone,
gosh.
Sean, just
Go.
gotta give me words. Do you have the lyrics pulled up at least? That might help you.
Yes.
And I will try my best not to sing "I will show you the world."
Yeah.
Because that is what I'm actually afraid of. So.
Do you have the lyrics in front of you?
This is actually going to work great because I have even my wireless earbud, so I can listen to the song without it going over the air. This is great.
Oh, perfect.
All right, here we go. Presenting to you, in lieu of a community game today, I will sing, since many have called me both Ariel and Windy.
Ariel.
I will sing part of your world. Here we go. Getting the song up. Hopefully there's lyrics. There is. I just want to see how a world that makes such wonderful things could be bad. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove.
Frosty.
Frosty's untold. How many wonders can one Wendy's hold? Look around here, you think. Sure.
She's got
fries.
She's got French fries. I've got gadgets and gizmos.
Baked potatoes.
I've got baked potatoes and what's
Chili.
galore. You want chili? I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal.
Baconator.
I want a Baconator. I want to be
drive-thrus
where the drive-thrus are. I want to see
spicy chicken sandwich.
Want to see those spicy chicken sandwiches walking around on those. What do you call them? Oh,
Dave's triple combo.
Dave's triple combo. Don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, ordering, strolling along.
8-piece chicken nugget combo.
What's the word again? 8-piece chicken nuggets. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of Wendy.
Oh!
Do you want to keep going?
I was gonna say, wish I could be a Frosty.
That's good too. Okay.
Oh, I'm hungry now. I'm
we go.
hungry.
That's what we get.
Great job. Great job.
Honestly,
Not
throwing that
bad.
together last second,
Not bad.
9 out of 10.
Not bad.
Yeah.
The coins clap for you.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go.
awesome.
You also have to do like a Bieber bang thing though. You gotta you know what I mean?
Well, if I do that,
Yeah.
Okay, because let's say if I do that wholeheartedly, my headphones are gonna fly into this computer.
That's okay. That's part of it.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, Sean, from what we thought we'd start out with this week, my headphones have stuck around a lot longer than I thought they would.
Yeah, I think you legitimately lost them once.
And then once today, so I think total
Wow.
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Good morning to maintaining mediocrity. Hefty looks so nice as a redhead. Oh. Thanks. Did you just give a howdy? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Such a gentleman.
Listen, there's one thing about raising over $500 for an outstanding charity, it's another to get to have this much fun because we did that. So yeah,
it's a win-win.
Yeah. Cheers to you.
Win-win.
Thank you to our audience for putting that together. And thank you for Look It's Mike O not having to shave his head because we also, that was what Mike's part was, Theo, is because we raised over $500. Mike didn't get to shave his head.
Oh, bummer.
No, that's a good thing. Have you ever seen Mike?
No, that's good. That's good. Oh, not great. Not great with a shaved head.
You know, it's not as much about that as it is his hair is just so beautiful that I just can't. I can't
The
see
thought
it
of it.
gone. All right, it's 8:29. Before Sean has to
All
do
right.
it, we have something to do.
Boo.
Quiet
Yes.
on set as we show you a clip from one of the most recent episodes of GMS Plays Banjo-Kazooie.
And that's how you do the hardest jiggy in the entire game. I can't believe we did that first try without dying at all. I can't believe it. Can you believe it?
So that clip, Sean, says that's how to find the hardest jiggy in the game without dying. I have suspicions that maybe you're fibbing a little bit.
No, I didn't die once. You can clearly watch. Should be yesterday's episode.
Yep.
You watch. It's the first thing we do in the level, so you can watch the start of the episode and watch. You don't see me die on screen at all because I didn't die. I did it perfect first try.
Okay, there it is. As I say, there's just the tone of your words was not convincing me.
Yeah, no, we're still on track for a no death run. There was one in Freeze Easy Peak, but it's scripted. It's unavoidable, so it doesn't count. It's some games force you to die to like show part of the mechanics, and that happened in Freeze Easy Peak. And then I did die once at the beginning of yesterday's episode, but I was doing it for demonstration purposes. So I prefaced that as like, I'm going to die right now. It was really quiet. You might have to like turn up the audio to hear me say that I'm going to. It was really quiet. But it was just demonstration of if you fall in that room, you die. So I was just making sure everyone was aware.
You were trying
So you're
no death
okay.
run.
So your new name instead quiet I am gaming, but it's like quiet I am dying. Almost.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure.
Quiet I Am Gaming is
yes,
the brother
cousin.
to Quiet. Yep.
Yes,
Quiet
there you go.
Yeah. It's really cool. Check it out. Episodes 1 through 8 are out now. Episode 9 will be out on Saturday at noon Pacific time. So a lot of noontime releases because we had yesterday's episode 8 at noon. Today at noon, it is Finding Your Voice from Miss Theo. And
Whoa,
then
there goes my hat. Yes.
And there goes my hat. Watch out, there it goes.
I thought that was another podcast.
Yes.
That's actually next Saturday at noon.
Exactly.
Or next Friday at noon. First episode of There Goes My Hat.
Yeah, where I just talk about the history of all types of hats.
And then throws them off her head.
And throws them off. Yes.
Yeah. All right, everyone say goodbye to Sean and Bear. They're going to have a collectively nice weekend, and hopefully Game 3 will go the Flames' way on Saturday. Goodbye, Sean. Oh, sorry.
Bye. Goodbye.
What's a parting ways? You say howdy. How do you say goodbye to a Cowboys typically? Later, partner?
Good day? No, that's or just disappear. Yeah, just disappear. Oh my God, you guys, we shrunk Sean.
I wish he would have rode off to the sunset.
He's so little. Can you still see him? He's so little. I want to squish him.
Just want to squish him. Please don't squish him. That's murder. All right. Big thanks again to Rolly Hernandez for joining us from OPB. We talked about the game Lake, which you can find available for different platforms and whatnot. But you can find the piece that was written but was aired on Think Out Loud, which is OPB's local talk show. And yeah, it was a fun interview. And it sounds like some games that I didn't know were coming out that we were learning from Rolly as well. So we got an adios, Sean. We also got a happy trails, partner.
Oh, that's a good one.
Happy trails to you till we meet again. Yeah, very musical show today.
Very. I'm
All right.
loving it.
We got one more game of Rocket League, and then after that, we are going to play, give you an At This Hour. Theo's going to bring us a Ben Hooper story about Chicago's unusually large gnat swarm. But it's not.
Ew! Do I really have to talk about this? No, I will.
Do G-gnats scare you?
Just gnats. Ugh.
I mean, they're annoying, but they don't do anything, right?
The little itty bitty, but the swarms of them, and they're like.
Yeah.
You know what it is? It's because ever since I was a kid, I just don't like things going up my nose.
Mm-hmm.
So like gnats, they're the ones that like get crazy, and then those sometimes can get up your nostrils, and that's no fun.
So you grew up in the Midwest, right? Or at least
No.
part of your time at all?
2 years of my life in the Midwest.
Okay, so comparatively to other areas, were the bugs worse in the Midwest?
Summertime mosquitoes, I guess, but not really.
Okay.
I didn't really think it was anything different.
Because we had a good amount of mosquitoes in Montana, but they're worse in some other places, so I don't feel like it was really bad. I am thankful, though, in Northwest Oregon, we have barely any, so.
Oh, yeah. Oregon's, like, so nice. Like the air is clean, the water is clean, not as many bugs. I mean, sure, it's gray and rainy a lot of the time, but it makes you really appreciate the sun when it comes out.
Yeah, true. If you can move slightly to your right, I don't have any other way to change your camera up. So
Yes. And I wasn't sure if I was like, this way?
I usually have two options, and neither of them work.
Let me
so.
see.
Yeah, you're good.
There you
You're
go. Oh,
good.
there you go. I'm delayed. That's why I can't even see it until I have to wait. I'm so close up, you guys, with my face. I have to back it up. I'm like, oh my God.
Surprisingly enough, not the closest camera angle we have on this show. Sometimes we get right into
I'm not,
Sean's
not
nostrils.
surprised.
So. Are you looking forward to any of the Marvel movies? Because today, Look, It's Maiko is not on the show. He is at Doctor Strange and the Multiverse and stuff.
Oh, he's there?
Like, he went
Wait, what do you
to
mean?
the first viewing of it at 10 a.m. Eastern time.
Oh my God. That's why he's not here. I love it. He should be reporting from there. What the heck?
Ooh, we could have had, like, a remote.
Yeah,
That would've
like
been
from
nice.
inside the theater, annoying everybody. Like putting on a little light.
That would have been
Yeah.
hilarious.
I know. I like Marvel movies, so I do enjoy. I mean, and Doctor Strange is dope. There's some of them though that I haven't really like gone into yet, like the Falcon one.
But isn't that a TV show more than a movie?
No. Or is it Winter Soldier or something like that?
I don't even know why I'm trying to like pretend that I even have a clue. I just remember there was one that had the word Falcon in it that was on Disney Plus as a series.
Okay, maybe that's what it is.
So
yeah, I don't know.
the latest series I think is called Moon Knight, and everyone's been raving about Moon Knight.
Yes, my little nephew, after he comes home from school, when I see him, he's always like, Moon Knight, Moon Knight. So it must be really good.
Yeah, Mike even tweeted about it recently that apparently the finale was pretty bomb.com. So
Ooh. Did you ever watch Mandalorian?
No.
Stuff? Are you into Star Wars? Not into Star Wars either.
Although
do you like any movies?
This is.
I know, but do you actually have a favorite
Yes, I love
movie?
Demolition Man, which apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that. You get multiple brownie points for that one at least. That makes up for some of your other losses.
And I love Independence Day.
Okay, that's a classic.
Mm-hmm. And they were both
And-
from about the same time frame when I apparently used to watch movies. So.
And you used to watch movies basically in the 90s and early 2000s.
That's what it sounds like. Because, yeah, the more and more we talk about movies we've seen, I realize how many I have not seen. So. Chris Amy thinks it would have been funny to have Mike from a remote, having a remote from a packed theater. I think everyone else would have been annoyed, but I think it would have been worth it.
Yes, but that would have been hilarious because of that. Okay, your thoughts on Will Smith? You're a big Will Smith fan, aren't you?
Oh yeah, Will Smith's my
Yeah.
favorite person on the face of the planet
In the whole-
most days.
And how did you feel after the smack?
I mean, I don't want people to hit people. I never have.
Yes.
So, nope, not a big fan. Did you see? To somewhat deflect, but also related. Apparently, Dave Chappelle was attacked on stage.
Yes. Yes, at the Hollywood Bowl.
And somebody, not Chris Rock, but there was somebody else there that helped, like, another performer who helped, like...
Jamie Foxx.
Yes!
Jamie Foxx.
Did you see that story?
Mm-hmm.
And then Chris Rock said something about, was that Will Smith?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, it just goes to show you, though, because, yes, it was a serious incident, but that's how comedy kind of plays into life, you know, making light of things sometimes to...
Yeah, the only thing
it was funny.
I had worried about with, you know, someone getting assaulted on stage is does it open up, like, people to believe that that's okay to do, right? And then, of course, coincidentally, perhaps, I mean, there's no way to know, I suspect, you have somebody come up on stage with apparently, one of the reports that I read was, it was allegedly like a weapon that could shoot like a knife blade.
Yeah,
so there could have been some serious harm done, right? So...
Also, it's like, how did that person get that in there? I've been to the Hollywood Bowl. They make you go through a secure, you know, like a metal detector and open up your bags and look in it. So, I don't know.
Well, if there's a
how
metal
that
detector
happened.
involved, then I think that might have had a better chance. But, I mean, I've been through some recent bag checks where it was like, okay, have a nice day.
Right.
But if there was a metal detector, yeah, you figure something would have been found. So, So, I don't know. I'm just happy everyone was okay. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what matters the most. But
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, but Independence Day was like peak Will Smith for me because I was a big fan of him as DJ Jazzy Jeff on The Fresh Prince. So I didn't watch The Fresh Prince show very much, but I listened to a lot of the earlier music from Will.
Yeah.
Including Boom Boom Shake the Room, which is one of my favorite like songs of all time. So.
Wow.
Yeah. I used to be able to do it as a karaoke song, but I've since lost my ability to talk that fast. So
Well, let's bring it back.
it would require my voice to be in far better shape. We're just holding on for 20 more minutes. So
Did you do some karaoke when you were in LA?
yes, we did. We found a spot next to the original spot because the original spot was kind of like there was some frustration because they had several.
Sketchy.
It was not sketchy at all. They just had some lots of karaoke rooms, and there was only like one group in one of them, but they told us that they were booked for the whole night. And so just on like a whim, we found one that was like a little bit down the road, and we went to that one instead. And so yeah, we had a couple hours of karaoke, and it was fun. We didn't get to do any Disney songs because they didn't have that audio selection available. But other than that, yeah.
How not? How do you not have Disney songs?
I'm assuming it's a licensing thing, but I don't know how this stuff works. So.
No, because I've definitely done A Whole New World quite a few times.
That's what I mean. This place might not have had that license. Yeah.
But still, how do you not have that?
And as a result, we didn't get to hear Chris M.E. sing one of the Four Town songs from the latest Pixar film, Turning Red. So.
Oh, such a good movie.
It is. Our good friend and host of Gaming Morning Show, Austin Attack, dressed up, I believe, as one of the red pandas from Turning Red. So,
What?
At Disneyland.
Cute.
So.
Oh my god, how cute.
All right, 8:42. It is time to check in with Miss Theo at this hour. What is happening with the Gnats in Chicago?
Oh, Chicago's unusually large gnat swarm is quote unquote natural, says Ben Hooper. Or not Ben Hooper, but experts say. Chicago residents have reported an unusually large swarm of gnats overtaking the city, but experts said it's a natural phenomenon and nothing to be worried about. Chicagoans have reported on social media that they have been encountering more gnats than usual for this time of year while outdoors in recent days. The insects, also known as chironomid midges and non-biting flies, are common in the region during the springtime. But experts said this year's population is unusually large. Yeah, I was going to say that. I just wasn't sure it was appropriate. Okay, this is a natural phenomenon, says Alan Lawrence, Associate Curator of Entomology at the Peggy Notabert Nature Museum, told NBC Chicago. We'll see big emergences of them from time to time, but this year we're definitely seeing a lot of them. So it's a little bit unusually large, but it's not the end of the world times or anything like that. So not like any like staccatus swarming us. But we should get past this huge swarm at some point pretty soon. And Lawrence said researchers are not sure yet what caused this year's large storm. I don't know, climate change. But populations can be affected by factors including weather and viruses, as well as the presence of predators such as fish, dragonflies, migratory birds. He said the large swarm is unlikely to last long, and gannats typically live for only 3 to 11 days. So you're good for now. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah.
It's actually far more amusing to watch you swat gannats whilst wearing a hat that jingles. Get away from me, gannats.
Oh, there goes that.
That's good. That's good. There you go. That's what Look It's Mike O would have been tracking at this hour, but instead Mike's watching movies. So
having a good old time.
I think the reason he didn't want to report remotely was because of spoilers.
Spoiler tease.
Quiet asks, are we saying gannats ironically?
Wait, isn't that how you say it? No.
Yeah, look up get a dictionary, Quiet. It's
Duh.
there. As we all know, the G is very pronounced. So, by the way,
don't embarrass yourself by saying it without the G. Okay.
Yeah, definitely spread the word. You just said "duh," and that made me think of Billie Eilish and "Bad Guy." Okay, so I was watching a random Instagram reel, and someone was on Jimmy Fallon's The Tonight Show. Okay, and they were talking about making this song. So I'm assuming this must be like a songwriter or producer or something who helped with Billie Eilish's record. And there apparently is this sound that plays when you cross a street in Australia, and it's not the most like pleasing sound, but it is quite rhythmic. Okay, and it is actually the underlying beat. The person says that the hi-hats that people think are in Bad Guy is actually just the sound recorded on the streets of Australia.
I love that.
So I will try to find this clip because it just happened to randomly show up in my Instagram reels. Which, by the way, on TikTok and Instagram reels and all that stuff, that's my least favorite aspect of it. It is so hard to find stuff that you happen to just scroll by if you don't save it. So then you tell people about whatever you saw, and then it's like, yeah, I'll try to find it really quick. And then you have no clue how to find it real quick.
I think save it right away.
Yeah, I think at least this one was on the actual Tonight Show reels, so that hopefully I'll find it that way. But it is really interesting because in Oregon, some of our like crosswalks have like a chirping sound to try to signal to those who cannot see that it's safe to cross the street. And there we go, the Sydney pedestrian crossing sound. I'm being told from one Calaf, head of research and development. So
on it, Calaf, on it.
Thank you, Calaf.
With the quickness.
Are you down with the quickness? Gotta get down with the quickness. But yeah, I've been fighting off a cold, and I am going to take a nap after this because I am exhausted from being out for like 4 hours. So.
Oh man.
But
yeah, take that wig off. Free yourself.
It is.
Are you getting sweaty?
I was gonna say it's really warm. It's,
yeah.
So when I had my other long hair pomade output, because again these are not wigs, these are from the results of wearing Sean's magic pomade.
It's and you sneezed. It's the result of you sneezing.
Exactly. I did in the third hour a man bun.
Yes.
My wife had helped me put it up high on my head, and then throughout the course of the final hour, it matriculated itself down toward the back of my neck. So I had the equivalent of tectonic plate hair, or maybe like glaciers. It just kind of was like, oh, doop, 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 gonna droop on down there. So
amazing.
Nothing to see. Downs goes, I might nap too, while Quiet says, can't nap here, everything is blowing up.
What? Where are you?
Last I checked, Quiet is in Florida.
What's blowing up over there?
Like, hopefully, like, no actual explosions.
I know. I mean, it's
You
a
never
legit
know
question,
now,
right?
but
Because
yeah.
this world, I know exactly. So I'm like, what's blowing up? Are you okay? What's going on?
The jingle is just, oh my gosh. We're being told it's about work. Quiet's work is what's blowing up.
Boo.
Not the actual building, but like the volume of work is blowing up. Let's give you one more chance to plug what you have going on with Finding Your Voice in a free workshop.
Yes. Okay. If you are in the LA area, my girl Keith and I are doing a free workshop called Finding Your Voice. And it's just an opportunity for anybody who uses their voice at work or is a vocalist, singer, actor, speaker, to come and explore their creative expression, to gain confidence, to gain some tools on how to ground themselves before performing, etc. We're doing that starting May 15th for a few weeks before we start our summer session. May 15th, 12 to 2 p.m. So you can find information about that if you follow me on Instagram at I am Miss Theo and click on the link, and that literally has links to everything that I'm involved in and do. Information about Finding Your Voice, information about my Reiki, how to book me for a session, how to I'm also teaching a Reiki level 1 class on May 21st from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Gosh, what else? Just follow me. Follow me on YouTube, TikTok, IG, all that, Facebook, all that jazz. Yeah. Pretty much it. Follow me.
And you kind of alluded to this with the reason you're having the workshop, but what was the reason that you started Finding Your Voice anyway, like in the beginning?
Oh, thank you for asking. The reason why Keith and I both started it is because we both had our own individual, experiences with our voices being blocked, by the way, things that we have gone through, growing up, with different people we've worked with, or even people we were in relationships with. So I myself, have gone through, some like a lot of you out there, gone through some trauma that affected how I used my voice. And as a singer, that was really important for me. So for a long time, I couldn't sing. I literally could not get in front of a microphone and sing. It was so difficult. So I went into my healing, took up Reiki. It changed my life. And then I became a Reiki master. And I just loved everything that I was doing. So I wanted to help other people. And I saw how much it was helping everybody else, that Keith and I were just like, we should start a show about this and talk about our stories and provide a safe space for other people who want to share their voices as well. So that's why we started it. And we want to encourage people to have the courage to find their voices and find themselves, and so that they can live the most fulfilling life that they can.
I thought maybe we had a shout out to Finding Your Voice on YouTube. I did not make one, but you can through Instagram.com/IamMissTheo get to everything through the link tree that you have there.
Yes.
And you're welcome to post the link if it'll let you to. So.
Oh, okay.
All right, there you go. 8:52 West Coast time. It is now 11:52 on the East Coast, and it is 4:52 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Our friend Scott Chick had told us a story about hanging out with the father-in-law. Father-in-law said something randomly about in the UK, and then she looked at father-in-law and father-in-law thought maybe she had lost her mind. So, it's rubbing off, and it's great to see how many people give the doodle-doos. Remember, how do you doodle your ooze? You can always put in our Discord. So, all right. It's time for the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews. Before that, Quiet said volume and priority. Every issue coming in is a critical issue that needs to be fixed yesterday. Yeah, absolutely. But mine is a bigger priority than any of the others, Quiet. So take care of mine first, please. Billy Thundergun Award coming up, clip of the day, and takeaways that were pretty okay. If you have your takeaway already, you're welcome to put it into the chat. You can do that now. Summer Game Fest confirmed June 9th, and according to Marcus Stewart of a Game Informer, you can also watch it in IMAX. Theo, have you ever been to an IMAX movie?
Yeah.
Best
like
IMAX experience?
I think it was probably something like about space.
Space. Yeah, I went and saw Fantasia in IMAX. It might have been the new one. So was that Fantasia 64 or 2000 or something like that? And that was a trip. So, otherwise, Austin Goslin of Polygon reports Fortnite will be back on iPhone thanks to Xbox Cloud Gaming. So if you weren't following, Epic and Apple quit getting along. So Epic Games pulled their game from the Apple App Store because for whatever. And so, long story short, they weren't getting along. So now, according to the story from Polygon and Xbox Cloud Gaming, you can play Fortnite in the web, in the browser, like in Safari or something. So you can check it out, see what you can find out, because that's pretty okay. And then last but not least, Call of Duty Endowment's now celebrated helping over 100,000 veterans. That is according to John Carson of Game Informer. Another thing we learned this morning is that Sean is apparently going to start writing his own Out Today. So if you're ever wondering what video games are coming out, we'll no longer rely on outside parties. Sean will just do it himself. So make sure to, send the video game lead Sean's way, because today he copied a list from the Steam library, the Steam store, and Hoverbike, Escape, Deep Space Outpost, Hex Factory, Alchemist, Bluem, B-L-U-E-M, Bluem is out today. Orbital Mechanics, Sunline, Funda, F-O-O-N-D-A, Donut Break 2, Pizza Run, and Taco Run are all out. Fix Me Up Hospital Edition was our name of the morning.
Fix me up before you go. I don't want my arm hanging so low.
Nice. Fix me up. Once you fix me up, you'll never stop.
Oh. Is that a song that I don't know about?
It's supposed to be Rolling Stones.
Okay.
Parody. I can't do any Rolling Stones-esque accents.
That was great. That was great.
Anyway, name of the morning, Fix Me Up, Hospital Edition. All right, our Billy Thundergun Award. Hey, it's Brendan _TTV had another solid performance. Do you have any nominees for the best performance from our audience today?
No, I would agree with that.
Get a load of this guy. Doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells. Yeah. Also, Billy Thundergun Award goes to... Just one second.
Okay.
We're going to have dual winners today. To Glenn Shaddix. Rest in peace. Glenn played both Associate Bob in Demolition Man and Otho, the interior designer in Beverage. Well done.
Billy Thundergun, Teammate of the Match Award.
It's time for the clip of the day. Clip of the day.
Hey.
Here it is. It's the clip of the day.
Yeah.
Toot toot.
Send them a message or retweet my question. If they just came back and they were like, yeah, we're not doing it anymore, I'm gonna reach out to Zach and be like, what resources did you use to do it? And I'll just make it myself.
Maybe Gaming Morning Show can sponsor the Kotaku section of This Week in Games.
We need it.
Okay, send me an email, and I'll forward that to my contacts. Because we put a
your contact.
No, we put a tracker on Zach, so we know, kind of like a public investigator, private investigator. Did I just say public investigator? I'm gonna track this person. I know. We all know you're a public investigator. That's right. I went with public investigator. I don't know what's wrong with me. Sometimes
You're tired.
I just say the wrong things. So
I think it's time for you to go for a nap.
I do think I need a nap.
Go back into your clamshell, Audio. Go take a nap.
Yeah, now that I have legs, I'm gonna go back into my clamshell bed. So. All right. What did you take away from today's game? And did I say game? What did you take away from today's show? We are a morning radio show that plays games. Hey, I limped valiantly to the finish line. Okay, we didn't have a show yesterday. I made it to the end of today's show.
Oh, hey,
now
you know what? That's all that matters, is that you showed up and you made it. And my key takeaway, I think, is that this is more than a gaming morning show. It's also a part-time musical. So.
I agree. I had fun doing the bit. Brenda goes, you know who I gave my Billy Thundergun to? The lurkers of GMS. They never won. The lurkers with a backbone. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you to all those who are able to listen and lurk with us whenever we're on the air. It's been a lot of fun. Theo, you're the absolute best. Takeaway from K-Laugh was I should probably watch Demolition Man.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And then clamshell.
My takeaway was that Theo, in one meditation break, went from being pursued to being married. So
Things can happen so quickly.
I just want to be your maid of honor. That's all.
As long as you wear the wig, you're in.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Hope you all have a great weekend. Clip ME tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time. You can check it out on Chris ME's channel. We're going to send you over to Astrovert if you're watching on Twitch. I'm Justin Carter, a composer and guitar player based in Denver, Colorado. I write progressive music and love to improvise. Join me and let's take a ride on the sonic waves. Astrovert is playing music in the music category. We'll see you again. For Sean, for Mike, for Austin, for Theo, I'm Hefty Goof. We appreciate you all. Have a great weekend. This is the Gaming Morning Show.
She said, don't you wanna go on an adventure? She said, we got big plans for